Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
Exactly. Something about Keith. That's what the movie should have been called.
Still banging his hot wife.
I know, right? Who is she?
In the movie or in
the movie?
Both.
I don't know who he's married to in real life, but
I thought you guys were going deep with the.
No, because she's a TV mom on TV.
Oh, okay. You know that old dusty thing. Got it.
All right, let's start it anyway. What's up, everybody? I'm Sir Aaron Carter, and you're listening to Before You Log Off. And I had to take a deep breath there.
They live.
Because Adam is showing me Lynn Shay, who is
the mom?
Keith David's real
that's his real
wife?
No, that's the chick from
Kingpin? Yeah, she's...
in the beginning. Yes.
In The Conjuring and all those other...
I'm also here with Steven, internationally known Gutierrez.
Hi, how are you?
And Adam PC, who is currently Googling every actress in America right now.
Sarah Silverman was in that movie?
And what movie?
Something About Mary?
Yeah, she played the friend. Remember when Mary went to have lunch with her friends, and there was the black lady, there was Sarah Silverman.
Candy Alexander, you mean?
I don't remember. She was only in it for like a brief moment.
Oh, but you knew Sarah Silverman was
Yeah, see? I told you because she was like, that was the one she was like, why can't I get a guy who could just, take me to a ball game, eat a whole bunch of hot dogs, and they were like, you want to do that can have a heart attack in like 3 minutes or something like that? Come on, man.
I don't see the mom here.
Can't believe you don't remember that. Yeah, she was the mom, too. The lady, right? She was Mary's aunt, mom, grandmother? I don't know, whatever.
She had the cat.
Chris Elliott is in it, and that's all that matters.
Or the dog.
Dom Woganowski.
Dom Woganowski? Yes.
He kept getting the fucking...
Woogie.
Boils on his face or whatever?
Yeah, because he had like hives from Mary and stuff like that. You know what's crazy?
You talking about Marky Post? Is that you?
Don't put... Yeah. You got to look at her younger. So anyway, don't ruin the movies for me, because I was streaming the other day and I was talking about one of my favorite movies, Clueless. Don't care what anybody says.
What?
Yeah, that movie is great.
I would have rather you said Clue than Clueless.
Clueless is my favorite movie, but Clueless is also another favorite movie of mine.
You just said Clueless twice.
I would have thought you were
excuse me.
Sarah
Clue
Silverman.
is one of my favorite movies, hands down.
But
I
Clueless
love Clue.
Is your favorite movie?
No, not of all time. It's one of mine. I don't really have a one above all. There isn't a one above all.
Good, because if Clueless was on that list, I would question.
Clueless is on the list.
Paul Rudd as number one.
Thank you, Paul Rudd, Alicia Silverstone, Stacey Dash,
Turk
Turkelson. Come on.
Did you watch Cats?
I don't care about Cats.
Oh, but it's got 900 people's names in it.
Yeah.
America didn't watch
Cats. Nobody likes that. I'm talking about...
You gotta tell me about a movie that has people that all these names in it.
No,
Stacey Dash died in 1995.
Stacey Dash did not. She just became a Republican, and nobody cared about her anymore. The problem was,
that's terrible.
When I was talking about this movie while I was streaming, I was going through the plot all over again, and I just remembered that Paul Rudd was a college student banging a high school student the whole time. Mm-hmm. And I was like...
Wasn't he trying?
No, he wasn't trying the whole movie. Eventually, see, I don't know. We couldn't get that. We couldn't come up with that while I was talking about it.
Paul Rudd's been 50 since.
So it doesn't look the exact same.
The beginning of time.
So it's hard to tell. He's like Baby Yoda. He could be any age, I mean,
accurate. That is a very accurate.
So it's like, I don't want you to ruin the stuff for me. Don't bring up anything, because the 90s was a little, you can't get away with some of the movies that the 90s came out with today, mainstream wise. Like Clueless, would you say was a mainstream movie? Like it came out and anybody was like, "Oh, let's go watch Clueless" or something.
Did they end up together at the end of that
They
movie?
did, because
and they were like pseudo brother and sister.
They were there. They were step brother and step sister.
And that is why that's the top porn.
The answer is
search.
no. In Australia,
and everywhere
where they don't have any.
So
trees.
Yeah, let's not ruin some of the old movies for Aaron. So
now it's ruin old movies time.
Oh no, let's definitely
safe.
do that. Because speaking of ruining stuff, Marvel went ahead and said go forth and put out that
multiply.
X-Men movie called New Mutants.
Yes, with Arya
Stark.
Stark.
Yes,
Ariana Grande.
So here's the thing. it's been debated back and forth today whether this is going to be a movie that's actually in the MCU or it's not.
Nope.
IGN says no. Some other publication says yes. I say black. You say white. You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't know. So here's the thing. I don't want them.
I don't want your life.
I don't want that in the MCU. I want them to start fresh and new
Okay.
with the MCU. Go ahead.
Pause right there. So
All right.
Hypothetical. 'Cause
Hypothetical.
I don't want it to be a part either.
Okay.
That's just where my stance is.
Okay.
What if they roped it in? Would you feel comfortable if it was like one of those Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness
Yes.
tie-ins?
Yes.
So
if it was an
nothing
alternate universe.
Connected, but it's like
If it was an alternate universe or alternate dimension, blah, 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 yakety schmackety, fine. I'm 100% good with that.
Even if it was canon or if it wasn't.
If it's because, well, the multiverse is going to be
if it's
canon to me.
multiverse,
So, yeah,
so
that's fine.
It's allowed to be shitty.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You can just wipe out that.
You can be
whole
like, yeah,
universe.
exactly. The excursion, or I think it was what they called it in the comic books, where you can
Convergence?
the convergence or something. Yeah, where you can just wipe out a whole dimension if you need to.
Just Namor.
Do
Just, fuck
Do it.
you.
Hit that button.
And you heard,
Flip that coin.
You heard about Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah, lost his director.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's nothing bad from this.
Yeah.
Until we find out
Not yet.
who the next director is.
Also, they're using his script, so it
Did
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say what I heard was that one of the reasons of contention was they don't want it to be a horror.
Yeah, correct. He wanted it because he's a horror director. He wanted it to be hardcore horror, and then like they even showed the thing I was watching. They showed the director and Kevin Feige at Comic-Con, and he was like, it's going to be awesome. I get this material. I can actually come out and have the first ever horror Marvel movie, and the crowd goes, ah, and then somebody in the crowd goes, rated R, and then Kevin Feige, no. And, I mean, it'll be a very good PG movie.
I'm afraid of doing rated R movies.
Because it's the mouse will kill you.
You gotta market it towards children.
You gotta be afraid of the mouse.
Children. That's where the money is.
You gotta be afraid of the mouse.
That's where the money is.
Deadpool Fox or is that
Deadpool got acquired. Everybody keeps thinking, "Oh, Deadpool is a rated R." No, it was Fox Marvel, not Disney Marvel.
You ever watched Little Mermaid as a kid?
All the time.
Priest penis? You never saw that?
I mean, hey,
Did
Was
you
that rated R?
Did you recognize that as a child,
exactly.
or when you got
Was
older?
it
I think
blatant?
it was still 11 or 12. When
Was it out in the open? Did they have a line that said,
Was it-
"Hey,
was it
priest,
split?
your
Ra-
ding dong's hot"?
Rated R. What are the qualifications?
I think it's cursing,
pushes it
blood,
from-
and nudity. I think that's what it is.
Well, I mean, you don't have to have nudity, right? I mean, you can do it.
For
Well-
Doctor Strange, you need a little bit of.
Is
I'm
it
just
like
saying.
TV?
You need some strains for some strange.
It's not
Come
rated
on.
R until they have boobs in it, or what?
Isn't it like TV where you can say like fuck?
Yeah, like
once?
it's cursing.
PG-13. You can say
You
fuck
said once. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
So if you say it twice, rated
which
R.
is my favorite game. Like, where in these movies, like Lord of the Rings, where would you put? It's PG-13. So where would you put the one? Fuck.
photo, give me the fucking ring.
There's some pretty good ones.
Or
You shall not fucking pass.
That'd be kind of interesting. Or The Witcher, where it's every 3 seconds from Geralt. Like,
Leave that in.
yeah. I saw. Did you see that highlight on YouTube where it's just that of him?
No.
I've seen.
That's the best thing ever. It's
Apparently-
3 minutes.
Apparently, they also say destiny in every other line.
I mean, it's all Lord.
Don't fight destiny.
So yeah, if Marvel decides to make it a part of like a multiverse type of thing,
Then you're okay with
then
it?
I'm okay. But don't let our first introduction of mutants, because they're going to be called mutants in this movie. Don't let our first introduction of quote unquote mutants into the main Marvel universe be that. Don't get me wrong. I watched the trailer and it's an interesting premise. I like how they're in like the psych ward or whatever.
It's still the same movie that we saw 2 years ago or whatever. The shit.
Yeah, but I think the difference now is the reshoots for one, which
That's
is probably going to
always
be
a
bad.
problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem because the original idea is not there anymore.
What I think the only time it wasn't a problem was that movie where they cut out Kevin Spacey and then shot it with Gary Oldman.
Dang, that's
Gary
the
Oldman.
presidential movie.
Yeah,
Or
I
the
forgot
royalty, not royalty, the very important guy.
Was it Churchill or something?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, because it was like
Oh shit!
it was like 80% done, I think, and then
And he
his,
won for that, right?
I don't know if he won.
I
Oh, you
think
mean
I think he got
Gary?
nominations.
That's
Gary win?
That's the first thing he won.
Has Gary won anything?
Because remember, him and Leo were like they had never won, and I think this was.
Thinking about it now, because I was asking people that like, when has a movie that had done reshoots ever
Been good?
succeeded?
Yeah.
And that just popped in my head. Was it Churchill or something like that?
Oh, the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. For his performance as Winston Churchill as the Second World War drama Darkest Hour.
He won.
He won.
Oh,
And-
Dark Side was the.
That man is a chameleon.
But that's what I'm saying. That was his first Oscar win.
I know it sucks, right? But
Acting for 40 years.
No, but trust me. Here's some homework for you
They did that
listeners.
shit hella fast though.
Go and listen, or go and look up or Google actors that have never been nominated, and you'll be shocked who's on the freaking list. Because I was looking at that stuff, and I was
Samuel
like,
L.
Wait, like who?
One that probably pops up to mind
upsetting.
first, Steve Buscemi. For nothing.
I thought he got something for what was that Boardwalk,
Boardwalk, whatever.
Empire?
I think it's for Academy Awards I'm talking about, though.
Oh, that's just movies though, right?
I believe so, yeah. I think it's, it may be something else. I'm not
Steve
that
Buscemi
versed.
dies in everything he's in.
But he dies well.
What was he the?
He does die well.
Dies well.
Has he ever been the main protagonist?
First of all,
He's a good side.
Steve
So
Buscemi
he hasn't won
is a
supporting actor
professional.
credit?
Yeah, he's a professional side man, but he's awesome.
No,
He
yeah,
didn't- he didn't get it
that's
for
right.
Fargo.
No, I don't even know if he got wood
Was it
chipped.
his? Yeah, I was gonna say his body was in the wood
He
chipper,
got wood
right?
chipped.
By one of my favorite Ukrainian or only Ukrainian.
I've never
actor.
seen that movie.
Fargo.
Yeah.
Oh, give it a look. See.
Yeah, it's a quick burn.
I've heard
It's a
I've
quick
heard good
burn.
things.
It's good. Well, I mean, because it goes by really fast. It's a good movie, but it felt like it went by really fast for me whenever I was watching it.
Because I wanted to watch
Oh,
the
yeah.
show, and then
I've never seen the show.
I
Yeah,
was curious about the movie.
look under Steve Buscemi, it says honors. He got FDNY, honorary battalion chief. That's
Oh yeah, because he was a firefighter.
yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he actually
9/11.
went back for 9/11.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on him, man. Good on him.
Good dude.
Hella laid low about it too. That's what I actually respect the most. The fact that he just
Didn't say
nothing
anything.
came out about
Right?
it.
Nobody there as a cameraman looking at you while you're
he's
doing
just
stuff.
Let me
Like,
do my fucking
yeah.
job.
exactly. Save Australia, everybody. Save Australia.
Hella American firefighters went over there today. I think.
I seen a video there cheering him on.
Hella Californian
Oh,
firefighters. When I
Where's
read
specific-
that,
Sacramento.
I was like, yeah, we know how to deal with fires.
I wonder if
Send us over there.
Say we're
My
bored right now.
cousin-
Let's
No, it's winter here.
it's our off season. Let's
Yeah.
My
That's
cous-
sad because it is.
My cousin just got, I think, promoted to captain for a firefighter. And
Send them over. I mean, they need more
well, no, 'cause
people.
all those California fires, he was like one of the first people to get sent
damn.
wherever. Like he volunteered for that shit. So
Not to get political, but the prime minister,
but I will.
he went over there and was trying to like shake hands with the people and they were just like pulling away
Oh,
from
no.
him of Australia.
all those
Nobody
politicians
was
are done.
nobody was messing
dude.
with them.
They're
So much so
fucking
where
done.
they ran him off.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again.
The prime minister tried to go to like where they were fighting the fires and try to like talk to the people and do prime ministery stuff.
Right.
Like, hey,
They
look
were
at me,
not
shake
messing with. Yeah, he was
hands.
trying to shake hands with them. I'll show you after the show, but like they were like pulling their hands away from him and
Because this is
They
the
pull
didn't
up.
do
They,
anything.
they pull a pope and start slapping.
and he
his
doesn't.
hand.
He won't pay the volunteer firefighters that are going out there to help try to stop the fire.
They,
I mean,
uh,
haven't they got like several million, if not hundreds of millions of dollars or $100 million like donated for this and stuff? Did you hear about the chicks who were
Yes.
going nude?
Oh
for-
yeah.
Well, it was one.
So
and
I
then
saw
think
that-
she asked friends to help.
From what I've seen on Facebook, and I don't know how the fuck Facebook
And she's 20.
donations work.
Yeah.
But they raised $27
didn't
million
look 20 to me.
the last time I heard.
27 million.
Just on Facebook, whatever group was doing it, and I think
I thought it was in the
Metallica gave like $1 million. Oh, that was the last time I saw it.
Thor gave $1 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
Really,
I'm like.
Metallica, I
what are
thought,
they
like,
doing
Metallica was
with
like
all
500,000.
It's for water. Clearly, you buy Dasani with it.
But
and
they're not paying volunteers. I'm confused.
I know that's what I
They
don't
drink
understand.
it.
I don't understand. So
Spit it out.
that donated money might be, but it's crazy. So how it's gotten that big? If you see a map of what Australia looks like and where it's affected, it's ridiculous.
I
It's
saw one
Scorcher,
that
that's
apparently it
the-
was false. It looked like it was like every fucking where, but it was just like around the coast at some points.
I just saw like a color coded thing of like this is where it's affecting. That's what I saw.
I had to look at a couple because one just said it was like the entire fucking continent was on fire, and then it was like, nope, this has been proven false. It's like here, here, and here. And I was like, oh man, it's still bad in comparison. Because did you see how many like
Animals died.
animals like
Yeah,
are
no,
extinct or
sheesh.
just like straight like it was like billions.
Extinct?
It's like billions of animals that died or something,
Yeah, I think billions have died, and
Well,
and like hundreds, if not thousands, were now extinct because it was.
it's because a lot
So it
of
was a
a lot of the
forest and shit.
animals are like specific to that country. Like they don't.
Yeah, that's where we put all our
bad animals, right? That's where you put all the bad
I was gonna
animals.
say
Sneeze,
everything
they kill
there
people.
wants to kill
So
you.
if they sneeze, everyone
This
like 50
isn't
yards dies.
Earth, whatever. What's the Will Smith movie?
Planet,
Will Smith and Jaden. Where he's like everything
after
after Earth, where he's like everything on this planet has evolved to kill humans.
Here's
Hey,
my terrible
really?
accident.
Which is weird.
If
there's
we've
no
been
humans
gone,
on there.
yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say we've been gone for 1,000 years.
we're gonna train. We're gonna evolve to kill things that no longer affect us in any way.
But to tie it back around, New Mutants.
That's right.
They
That's
didn't.
right.
They didn't start
Just
the
as
fire.
big as of a tragedy.
It could be.
Doth Plagueis the Wise.
I'll give them this. The characters do look comic book good. Because
They
saw-
just look
I
like
saw-
people.
I
I
saw
didn't
Arya.
see no powers.
I saw Arya and I was
Arya
like,
as
she
Wolf's
looks
Bane?
like Arya.
Arya is Wolfsbane with the short haircut
Just
and
gonna pull out a
the
needle and stab people.
that's just gonna be CG when she turns into a werewolf.
I thought
Uh,
she was really gonna do it.
Ilyana Rasputin when she has the soul sword at the end.
Oh, is that what
That looks like the
that
same
is?
thing, and then you see the armor pieces, like how Colossus has not armor, but his metal comes around him. She has armor that goes around her, and that's what that thing on her arm was at the end that goes into the sword. So that looks good as well. Sunspot, the Brazilian guy. All you have to do is make like a lava looking goo. They did that. Looks fine.
It's just Johnny Storm.
Yeah. He's Johnny Storm, but it just more it's dark. That's what it looks
He's
like.
lava.
The thing that's going to be interesting is Cannonball, the guy that can rocket and propel himself with the.
Is
guy
that
who
Stranger
gets
Things?
inside his cannons.
Yeah, the guy from Stranger Things. Yeah.
They didn't want to give him.
I don't know. I don't know how that's going to look. And then Danielle Moonstar is the last one. She's the Native American girl that has. I think she can
Well, that's a porn name if I've ever heard.
She can make your worst
Danielle.
nightmares come. Like have you envision them and stuff like that.
No, you can't.
Like psych. So I think
It's
that's
on fire. Right
I think
now.
that's the
I don't want
whole.
to go to see Spider.
I think that's the whole
Australia's
movie, though.
your,
I love Australia though.
I think that's the whole movie. It's just going to be her using her power, not knowing on everybody, and that's why it's going to be.
Why it's a horror.
Yeah, that's why it's horror. Yeah,
movie.
and then there's also like a giant psychic bear that terrorizes the group in the comic books.
Psychic bear.
You'll see it. It's in the trailer.
Wait,
actually,
is it like a person or is it a bear?
No, it's a bear.
with powers.
It's a bear with powers. Yeah,
Why don't you lead with that?
It's in it. You see it.
It's a powerful bear.
No, but like lead with that. Like,
Oh, show
they put it in the
because if
forefront.
that's the big enemy, they're not going to do that. They're gonna
no,
they're
not
gonna
the
tease
enemy.
it.
Wait, is it? It's a bad guy.
Yeah, it's a bad guy.
Ah.
Yeah, no, he's a bad guy. He's Daniel.
Flip it and reverse
Danielle's. He's Moonstar's like arch nemesis.
Flip it,
Always trying to kill
reverse
her.
it.
So we'll see.
Put
we'll
that
see.
bear in the forefront.
We will see when that movie comes out. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna watch it the first day. Whatever. That's just me.
You're probably gonna watch it the first day.
No, I'm probably not going to watch it the first day.
I'm not gonna put it past because I did see the Joker that opening weekend.
Speaking of which, did you see the trailer for Harley Quinn's Birds of Prey
Birds of
movie?
Prey 2? Birds of Prey.
Just the first one. There's not a two yet.
I saw something about Birds of Prey 2, but
Trailer
yes,
2 is
I
probably
did.
what you saw.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
Right.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, Suicide Squad too.
Yes, that one.
Hey, but it looks better to me. I like the setup of the hey, I'm not with the Joker anymore because it's the same setup as the cartoon that she has. Which the cartoon, if you've not watched it, is pretty good.
pretty-
Pretty
Oh, is that
freaking
the
great.
one where the dude calls her the C word?
Yeah.
And they're all like, what?
Calls
What?
Wonder Woman that.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, whoa. Yeah. No, the cartoon is R-rated, and it's really good. But it looks like they're...
Is that the one where she ties Robin down, or she ties a...
No. That one is actually, God honest truth, that's PG.
Compared.
Yeah. That one is PG. Not even compared. I think it just actually is PG, and
Oh.
it's just implied that she and Robin,
I guess
or
Ship
Nightwing.
implications don't
Yeah.
exist, apparently.
It's all
yeah.
about the implications. It's all about the implications.
Oh, he implicated some
But it looks good. I like
stuff.
Dick.
I was actually
Grazing. He's grazing that poon.
terrible.
thing.
I thought it looked well. I didn't think it was a bad trailer. So, but the thing is, I don't want to get my hopes up for a DC movie.
I'm too like it's a sour taste.
I'm
Yeah.
too jaded.
Yeah,
It's a sour taste because it's like it's already connected to something that was garbage.
garbage.
I don't know. There's only two ways that these movies can go.
I honestly think Jared Leto's gonna make an appearance.
Probably for 3 minutes. Yeah.
They come in, beat her, everything's
Didn't
gonna
they
go
just
back
cut?
to normal.
That's terrible. Didn't they cut like 90% of his His scenes and
Yes.
Oh, in Suicide Squad.
yeah, and
Yeah.
all he's done is talk
That's
shit
another
about it.
movie
So
that did reshoots.
so I very much doubt that they would bring him back for something like that
I mean,
With all the-
what else are you gonna do?
with him.
You already got a joke. You're gonna get a new Joker.
Yeah,
If I need a Joker,
they just got a new Batman. I mean,
but that's not really. It's a
same-
soft
it's the same
Batman.
universe,
Soft new
though.
Batman. It's
It's
yeah.
like
I agree, but I don't think he was an aggressive new Joker. I mean,
Oh, he was. He was great. He was top two.
are we talking about the same person?
Top two Jokers.
top 20.
Top-
If you,
Clearly, sarcasm
That
is
was a-
happening right now.
that was
Yes,
an
clearly.
that was an aggressive sarcasm.
I was
Yes.
gonna stab both of you.
Good lord.
What did I do? I was
You ate it. Betted that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think he'll be in it long, or they might even show like just the back of his head, like just to be like
You're
whatever.
just gonna hear the stupid
That's
laugh at the end of the movie.
terrible.
They probably can. They can clip it.
Ah!
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah.
'Cause didn't they do
One
that?
Stinky Vinky.
Didn't they do that for Mr. Potato Head with Don Rickles' Toy Story? Because he passed away before he got to record any lines, and I think they just went back and got some lines for him.
Oh, that's what they did with.
They own you once
Yeah.
they.
John
You sign a
Rickles.
contract.
Yeah, I mean, so there you go. I mean, death will not stop them
And
from
also
getting
you-
what they want.
You get paid a shit ton of money not to work a 9 to 5. That's all I'm saying. So
Which I would love.
that's
I
the,
would
that's
love
the
to
least of
do
your
it.
worries is they use your voice. actor.
Let me in the business. Actually, I don't know. It's a sick town.
You guys
LA
both
is a
saw
sick town.
Star Wars, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Is it spoiler free central now, or is it
Nah, give it some time.
Yeah, because I don't think.
Yeah, because I don't think the people that are listening
bunch
have.
of bastards?
Yeah, give it some time. Give it.
Of
some
course,
time.
I don't care about them, but I have to watch out for everybody else who cares about them.
Yeah, you gotta care about the people, man. It's all about. Been watching a lot of The Good Place lately, and
I haven't watched any of the new season.
I haven't watched any of the new season either.
Oh.
The whole season ends 31st of this month or 30th of this month or something like that.
Yeah,
So I'm
'cause
waiting
it's
until
coming-
February
it's coming
to watch
back for
it.
like the final whatever episodes.
So I'm going to watch it whenever it's all done. But I've been watching it from, and actually, number 2 favorite TV show of all time for me now.
It's really good.
Yeah.
That show is really good.
Yeah.
What's a good place? I don't.
Good Place is about Kristen Bell. She dies and goes to the good place. And she is on her first day. They're, showing her around. Everything is like a perfect, like
Paradise.
The ideal
paradise.
world
Yeah.
for you.
And then you find out they got her mixed up with somebody else. She wasn't supposed to be there. She has the same name as the person that's supposed to be there. And it's her trying to, figure it out,
Not get caught.
But it's funny. Ted Danson's in it.
Who is phenomenal?
Who's phenomenal, yeah.
Is he an angel or is he?
Yeah, he plays the architect, the guy who made the neighborhood
Place.
the Good Place neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good. And then I don't know the actress's name, but the computer
Oh, Janet.
Janet. Oh my god.
No, I
love
am
her
in
so
love
much.
with that woman.
Yes,
Like,
Janet is
she's
amazing.
Hilarious.
She's good. Cheaty's good. Sometimes what's his name can get a little annoying.
yeah, I know you're talking about the Asian dude.
Yeah.
No, he has
He has his moments, yes.
and they're great. But
But
then, yeah, I can see 'cause
Sometimes the
it's-
characters that are like
their head.
overly stupid, you know what I mean? Like they really try to be stupid. That sometimes it gets. I'm like, all right, dude, I get it. Enough.
Aggressive.
I kind of
uh,
wish they would have went with a different direction. Like in the beginning, he's like the monk.
Yeah, he's
And
a
it's
quiet
just
monk.
quiet
Yeah,
monk,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Doesn't say anything. And then
Bomba John's hilarious,
Bomba John,
and he's not
steals
even.
the show.
He's not even a character.
Bomba
he's just,
John.
Yeah, he's.
They just tell him to shut up.
Yeah, they just tell him to shut.
So shut up, Bomba John.
It's hilarious because they can't curse there in the Good Place, so all the curse words are replaced with like fork and
Fuck
shirt
you.
and bench. Like those are all the curse words. So
Son of a binge.
yeah, literally every single time. It's a hilarious show. If you've never watched it, it's on Netflix.
I don't know how they do it as actors and actresses.
There's blooper reels where they mess up.
Oh,
you can go
there
see it.
has to be.
Yeah, it's
because
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
But it's good show. It's a good show.
Fork.
So yeah, it's reached because I'm watching it again. It's reached number 2. Scrubs is still number 1 for me, but it's
Scrubs
reached
Scrubs is classic.
Scrubs is number 1.
number 1 of all time, sir. Number 1.
Gotta be honest, I didn't like that show in the beginning. Before watching it, I was biased because I was like, I don't like.
I still haven't.
It's
watched
a medical show.
all
I
the
thought
way
it was
through.
more serious.
good.
And then you actually got me into that, Aaron. And then I was like,
Good.
I was wrong.
Do you count
Really
animated amongst those, or do you?
No, I put them separate. Talking about animated shows, like as in my number 1, like put them all in one giant group? Nah, I'd separate
What's
those.
number one animated show?
I have
Avatar?
no idea. Nah, I wouldn't be Avatar.
Yeah?
I like Avatar a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't put that as number one. Nah. I can't think of.
Oh, wait. No. Would it be Batman, the animated series?
It's a good one, but I don't know if that.
I think
How's it
Justice
not?
League?
I'd say Futurama. was
The
mine.
animated series?
Futurama.
It's something I can watch 100% of the time, and it's such a well done show.
I feel like Futurama, Family Guy, and like
American Dad. I would take American
can
Dad over
inter-
Family Guy any day of the
interchange
week.
them.
Really?
It's
American Dad over Family Guy.
Family Guy has so many hit or miss episodes for me, whereas American Dad, I think I can watch every episode and be like,
It's gone down for sure. Family Guy for me has gone down for sure.
really bad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
It was really good at one time, and then it fell off hard. American Dad gets better to me.
I put Rick and Morty above
I'd put Rick and Morty
above actually both of those.
I-
I think it's because of the.
I may have forgotten about it, but you have like 9 seasons compared to 3.
That's the
seasons.
problem. I think since Rick and Morty is short and sweet with their season, like, hey, you got this.
Here's
These are
your,
good.
here's your 10.
They have
12.
7 more on the
Yeah.
way. Who knows if they'll Game of Thrones it up? You don't know. There's
I don't
time.
know. So far, they've been on fire.
Yes, they
Like
I
they're
haven't seen
good.
any of
honestly,
it.
anything that Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon touch is fire. So
Because what was that? Oh my god! I mean, that may have been
except for that one thing that came up about the with all the jokes and shit they made that was inappropriate.
I mean, that's
That
every,
didn't that they went unfazed. That's
That's-
where somebody tried to tear them apart, and
that's.
it came out and it did nothing.
I think that's every
Yeah,
comedian.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
You know how many things we've all said that probably come back?
Well, I was worried
Bite
about
us in
doing
20
live.
years.
You don't know what else.
Well, not me. I mean, I've kept it pretty
PC.
PC.
You once said slavery was spoils of war, Aaron. Was that online? Was that live, or was that just me and Christy in the room?
I think that was slander and falsehood,
No,
sir.
you said that shit.
Find the tapes.
You said that shit.
Find the tapes.
I'm pretty sure-
Slanders and falsehood.
I'm pretty sure Christy has that recorded.
Slanders
He
and
said
falsehood.
Slaves were spoils of war. I forgot the context of the conversation,
Slanders.
but those words came out of your mouth.
Slanders and spoils of war.
It's-
And clearly, I must have said it.
No, it was a
in
joking. You were
yeah, I mean,
joking
you
about
always joke, whatever. But
Because I remember I was offended.
It's definitely
I
not
was
real.
like, that
Anyways,
is-
as I was saying,
the Xbox, everybody. Speaking of spoils of war, first party Xbox Series X games won't be exclusive for a while. Microsoft says so. Then this is
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
first party Xbox Series X games will not be exclusive to the Xbox for a while. So that means, does that mean like Halo? Because Halo's a first party game.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking that means.
Okay, what do you think?
Just off of what you said,
Uh-huh.
that they'll probably release Series X games with like Xbox One games. The same games will be coming out.
Okay.
So like if Halo came out. on
Oh, it
Series
comes
X,
out
it's
on
not
3.
exclusive to
I mean,
just
Xbox One and
Series
Xbox
X,
Series.
just
I see
Xbox
what you
One.
mean. Okay.
that's what I'm interpreting.
Most
I don't know
likely.
if that's true
Or PC.
or PC.
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
have the share everywhere.
They said as our content comes out over the next year, 2 years, all our games, sort of like PC, will play up and down with the family devices. Booty told the site, who's Booty? His name is Matt Booty.
yeah. And so they just used his last name. Why would you?
Matt Booty.
Mr. Booty.
As it Xbox's Matt Booty confirmed
That's
that
my
many
favorite last
have
name.
been
How do you
assuming
how
that
do you-
Microsoft games will be both forwards and backwards compatible.
How do you
But I don't
Google
think they're going to
that?
do that. I think they're just going to make the, like you said, Xbox One and
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
John Booty.
But it would be stupid to release a new console and just be like, you guys aren't going to get exclusive games until 2 years.
Yeah. This was definitely clickbait because I thought Xbox is giving up big titles that are
Oh,
first
yeah,
party
that
to
would be
PlayStation or
stupid.
Nintendo or something like that. Like, you're crazy.
It could even just be a PC Series X.
See, I don't see them. I always see Xbox and PC as one and the freaking same. It's Microsoft. You're like
Fair.
you're using
Fair.
Windows to do this stuff, right? Like, what's the purpose of having it so separate that it seems like it's two different consoles? It's not. It's kind of the same, guys.
It's true, honestly. I've only looked at it a couple times, but that makes a lot of sense.
So I don't know. You'll get them both. You'll get Xbox One. You'll get Xbox Series X, which is a
You
terrible
get Xbox
name.
2,
So
Xbox
Xbox.
3.
Xbox 360,
Xbox, yeah.
and you'll get the PC, whatever. So we were streaming the other night, Jerry and I, and we were playing Overcooked 2 on the Xbox, and it's a good game. We were talking about it briefly before the show. I will say we'll say before
the intermission.
Before the intermission, yeah. But it was a cool thing. The level that we ended off on, I was telling them that we ended off on like this Hogwarts thing where there was magicians. But the thing that was irritating was you were making pizza for everybody.
Yeah.
So you got your sauce, you got your cheese, blah blah blah. Jerry makes the whole pizza. I put it in the oven. It's done. Didn't preheat the oven. Thank you. Take the pizza out, and I walk over to where you're supposed to serve it, and they're like, "Nah, don't want it." I'm like, "Why can't I give them the pizza?" And Jerry's like, "You got to put it on a plate." I was like, "No. If I can hold it, they can hold it." It makes no sense to me.
That's not how it works, Aaron.
Yeah.
And then someone's got to clean the dishes the entire
Someone's got to clean the dishes too.
Service, bitch.
It's a
Who's the idiot sandwich?
message.
Who's the idiot
it was
sandwich?
hilarious.
So what are you? An idiot sandwich.
The game is good. I don't understand why it hasn't been on plenty of more award shows.
They got me to play it once, and I was like, you have to be really coordinated, like insanely coordinated. Blah, blah, blah. And then the more you play it, and then, like the difficulty gets to a point where you're just like,
Yeah.
like you are gonna be working at the food station. You're gonna
Yeah.
be cleaning dishes. You're gonna be serving the goddamn plate. So you better be ready. And it's like, okay,
I don't want to play this game.
We
now.
tried that though. We tried to split up and give each other jobs and stuff like that. Gross.
That's it.
But it didn't.
That's the only way that you can do it.
HJs.
It's the only way you can do it. Somebody, you
Dude,
have to
It's
designate
like working at an actual restaurant. Then
It was fun though.
It gets bad.
It's actually fun.
It gets bad.
We'll see how it goes. We'll play some more.
It becomes competitive.
Because that came out and Grand Theft Auto came out for free free-ish on Game Pass. So
Really?
Yeah. I downloaded it already.
I already transferred my stuff. I'm good to go,
So
bruh.
I've got
On the Xbox.
yeah,
yeah, buddy.
I don't have to. You have it on the Xbox? That you have the PlayStation?
No, I had bought it on the Xbox One,
Okay.
and then I transferred all my shit, played a little bit of it, stopped playing, gave it to my brother, and so my dad is still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
So I have all my shit still.
So then all you got to do is download it.
and then we good to go.
Yeah, I downloaded it the other night because I deleted
Still
the
some
racing
cars.
game. What's the game? Racing game.
Forza.
Thank you.
Forza.
Yeah, deleted that
There's
one.
only a couple.
It's Gran Torino.
That was 78 gigs, right?
Gran Torino.
Yeah, it was 79 gigs. Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto's got to be like 100 something.
No, 79 gigs.
Swear to Bob.
Yep, it was a even swap for swap. So I was like, get rid of that, take this one.
And you can play it in first person.
I didn't even think about that. I might play a little. Yeah, I don't know. Sometime this weekend.
He's gonna go first person straight to the strip club.
I mean, what else do you do?
So isn't that what everybody?
Exactly. Like, isn't that the? Okay, earthquakes happening here in California.
Upstairs neighbors are angry.
You'll be fine.
Let's see what we got. We got about 30 minutes to an hour left. It's like.
Did we just start?
So
What year is it?
we can do the new segment. I don't know if that's gonna
Do it.
gonna take enough time. So Steven was doing some perusing of the internet and found this little website called Reddit.
Yeah, have you guys heard of this?
yeah, I've never heard
It's
of
like
it
a new
before.
thing,
It's this new thing. Have you heard it?
I've never heard of
It's
this
a hot new
website
thing.
before, actually. So and he put me onto this. I think they're called Threads. Am I right? Am I wrong for saying
I think
that?
that's what all the kids are
Is
called.
that what the kids calling it?
Yeah.
Adam.
Threads.
Okay,
Checks
Threads. All right. Because in my day we called
Survey says
we call Threads clothing. All right.
Well, yeah, from 1856.
Excuse me. 1756.
Threads.
How dare you?
Threads. No, I'm sorry. That's just a hood thing.
Wow. Okay.
That's-
right.
You got some new threads.
Yeah. Racist. Actually, no one says Threads anymore.
that one.
Well, yeah.
Nobody
saying,
says
back-
new Threads.
Back
Yeah.
in 1994, right?
So
Just
anyway,
don't go to the 18 anything because
this
then he's making the threats.
quote unquote thread was called "Am I the asshole?" or "Would I be the asshole?" Because it was a bunch of
A bunch of them.
there's a little
I like Am I the Asshole?
because it's Wibta or Ada.
Am I the asshole?
Well, Ada is not AIDS, so
Terrible.
Would I be?
it
the
passes.
So I got a couple here. Got about 4 pages worth, and we'll go down and we will give our infinite knowledge on these situations. Now, before we start this, let us say right off the jump, we are not professional psychiatrists.
But I did play one on TV.
Wow. Or did you?
No.
Okay. I was trying to think back to our filmmaking
In my
class.
By the
sleep
way.
movies.
Because I was like, what films did we do and what were you playing in? Okay.
I think you did.
So did I?
Weren't
I never
you-
played a
did I ever
psychiatrist.
cast
Weren't
you as a
you-
psychiatrist?
A psychiatrist or a
No, just a friend.
therapist
Just a friend.
in the Grims?
Why can't
No, in the
we-
Grimm's,
I
there
thought that
wasn't.
character
No.
was. We never.
No, we never finished
we
it.
never
Either. Yeah.
But I swear to
Wait,
God,
you know who did finish it?
CBS.
it was NBC.
NBC.
Fucking bastard.
Piece of crap, I swear. If I
sons
see
of
him in the
bitches.
street.
You know they saw us out in the fields recording it and said, "This is fucking good shit."
Yeah, and then just took the premise in a whole
Let's-
different
let's
direction.
Let's get a Mexican, a white guy.
So one I even tested on in the chat room last night.
Did you?
Did you see with Rachel?
No, I wasn't there.
Not the
Oh,
Twitch
yeah.
in our group chat.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty simple one. Yeah, because I didn't even want to write down the whole story, but it's a scenario. So here's the thing. Here's the scenario. Let me give this to you, Adam, because this might fit you more.
I am.
Because you're an asshole.
Yeah. So say you are
Fair enough.
a professional
love you.
musician,
Got
right?
it.
You're a professional musician.
I'm in the mindset.
When's
It's
he
up-
playing? Bagpipes.
Okay, your bagpiping days are about to take off because at your set, for some reason, a big promoter or a big business industry guy is like, I got to go see Adam play. I heard he's the shiznit,
Piper.
He's part of the Dropkick
He
Murphys.
is the Pied Piper.
right? And you're playing rock pipes, like you're just you're killing it. So he's gonna be there. You invite your girlfriend out, right? She comes up front row in stage because she wants to be there and be supportive of you and everything, right? You're jamming out on song number 2. That's what you're gonna do. That's where we're putting it. A mosh pit starts right in the front from your rock pipes. Is what we're gonna call them.
Yeah,
You-
they're Irish, so yeah.
You see your girlfriend dead center in the mosh pit, not participating in the mosh pit, but getting moshed.
Oh, getting destroyed.
Do you stop your set
Yep.
and save her,
Mhm.
or do you continue to play?
No, you stop. The hell? Like I've never been a part of a mosh pit, but I would never. Well, my worst enemy would I want.
So you stop the whole show. Damn the
you
people
stop it.
that
You're
are watching.
in the middle of it. Ha, ha, ha. Hold on. Hey guys, that's mine. Don't wreck that. I need that. Get her out of the way. Continue on. Move the show. It's
now
what.
you're getting booed.
It's like
Guys leaving the show. There's
give
your
a
shot.
it's,
I don't like this
it's either
asshole.
have the show end or have to find a
Say,
new
bro-
girlfriend. Like I don't.
I mean,
Blow your
Cause-
fucking
Because
pipes.
she'll die.
but first of all, you're a big time bagpipist, whatever. What do you mean find a new girlfriend? Pick one out the crowd.
If
Yeah.
I picked this one person, and you're asking me
So
personally,
throw,
like I'm not.
Throw a coin. Whoever it hits,
Trust
there
me,
you go.
Trust me, I'm with you. But I got to play devil's advocate.
If I was this millionaire rock star or whatever, and I had the girlfriend, the one person I chose out of all the groupies or whatever I could have,
Uh-huh.
and I saw her getting just wrecked in a mosh pit.
wrecked.
Like, well, you don't go to a
Wrecked
mosh pit.
him?
You don't. Like the people.
So I've
the
been-
closest I've been to a mosh pit. I wanted nothing to do with it, and I was on.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
on the very outside of it, and I was like, "What the fuck are you like?" Just because.
Oh no, yeah, because I've been
I've
behind
been
the
to one
mosh
concert.
pit.
I've been to one concert, and that was like a year or two ago. And I stood, and all of a sudden, right next to me, it fucking just giant mosh
started?
pit starts. And I'm sitting when I was there, I stood there, tapped my foot, rocked my head and stuff. Like that's me enjoying her. And then they want to fucking kill each other in there.
Yeah, yeah, they
As long as
can
it's
do.
nobody I know, I'm fine.
You know what's sad though is when you got the one guy trying to start it and it doesn't jump
and
off.
it doesn't happen. Funniest shit I've ever seen. All right, he just jumps in back and
I've
forth. It's
seen
the
that.
same thing as the guys jumping off stage that don't get caught. It's the best thing ever.
I saw that one. The one live show for rock, I guess, that I've been to. That's what I saw, and I was like, ooh, good music though. Good music.
Tech 6ix9ine?
Pause right there.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video? I guess there's a rapper named like Rodney Rich or something. Something. Rich.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of this rapper either, but I guess he was at another rapper's concert, and he was gonna go on stage to, like I guess sing a surprise song. Like nobody knew he was there,
Uh-huh.
so he's jumping over the fence, and the security
Oh,
fucking
didn't know who he was.
pushed his ass
Yeah.
back out, and there was like a fight.
Probably
like,
he probably thought, oh, he's gonna know who I am.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro, you're coming from the audience. Nobody knows who you are.
This
The
is
lights
not
are
part of
probably
the set.
down. Like, what do you
Pushed
think?
his
It'll
ass.
be fine.
I was.
It was the
Dying
same thing
now.
when I just saw Drake in that video of Drake when he was at some party and one of the guys that was, I guess, running the party or something came up to him like, who invited you? And Drake was like,
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, like me. I invite. Who cares?
Bro, this ain't your house.
I understand you're Drake. I really do.
Are you singing?
Fully understand
So
you're
you
Drake.
is Drake.
You gotta go.
But
But-
you isn't Drake.
But maybe that's the thing. I don't understand that
It's
that
Drake.
scene, those lifestyles. You know, maybe that actually being those
Did you see
people
that
afford
World War
you.
III meme
There's a lot of them, bro.
where it's
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's Drake and it says you ready to join World War III, and then it's Degrassi Drake in the wheelchair. It says,
Dang.
"Nah, bruh."
Nah.
Anyway, going back.
All right, we got more. Yes,
Going
'cause we
back
got,
to the story though, I don't think I would have kept playing.
you would have kept playing.
I would have kept playing.
You are
Wait, okay.
And she's
here's
just
the
looking
question.
at you and you going, sorry.
Here's
babe.
the question.
Where did
How long have you been dating her? Like, what's the amount of time?
You
It doesn't
gave me-
matter.
You gave me the scenario. 4 years.
Okay.
5 years.
Okay. So now, what if it
So-
was a week? Yeah, it's a little bit different, isn't
No,
it?
I'm sorry. Again, if I
Chivalry just died for you in
if
a
I-
week.
if I had
wow.
if I had picked this person to, because you were like, think of it, from when you're just like fucking around to where you're like you're dating, you've had the conversation, and to have that conversation, look to someone like getting stomped on and shit, be like, sorry, babe, and just go.
Uh,
Nice dropkick Murphys. No, she's. Go ahead and victim blame real quick.
Jeez, man.
She's dumb because I've been to
you
rock
been in a
concerts.
mosh pit?
Yes, and this is how I know that
Steven, I
people
heard
in
about this
mosh
and I was
pits-
worried for you.
people in mosh pits actually like will pick you up if you fall down. Like they'll
After they stomp
look
on you.
After
after
they
you.
kill you.
No,
Your
like
corpse, they'll
when
drag
somebody
it.
goes down, they're like everybody's going in to pick them up. It's the
Can we get
outside
can we get a recap of your,
of my incident. Okay, so I went to a concert. System of the Down was playing, and
which is awesome,
people fucking rushed the stage, and I got dropped that way. I wasn't in a mosh pit.
and they saw you, their girlfriend, and they kept playing.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, System of the Down was
because
gonna
because I'm dating System of the Down.
I guess take girlfriend out of it. You see somebody getting stomped to death, you're like, yeah, show's got to go on.
I mean, if you're System of the Down, yeah.
A whole group of people fell, and they kept going. But
That's what I'm saying.
so that happened. I got stepped on, almost died. I almost fucking like gave up on life. Like I'm down. Like I'm dead. This is it.
This is how I
And then I
died.
was like, no, I gotta fight. So I crawled up, got out of there, and now I've hobbled my ass, missing a shoe, hobbled my ass, like to try to
With
get through
people like
all these
stepping
people.
on you and
And it
shit.
was like shoulder to shoulder. Like I had to squeeze through people. And when I got to the mosh pit, obviously it's like a giant circle and people spinning. I fucking just like, I'm going through, and they parted like the Red
After
Sea.
you almost died,
They didn't see me.
He limps his way out.
I had to
somebody
walk-
walked on you.
I
That's-
walked a mile to get to the
Hold on.
mosh pit.
Did anybody step on you? Did you feel
Oh
any
no,
feet?
not the mosh pit people. This is like fans
The regular
trying to-
bystanders.
These are the
Human
bystanders trying to get to the stage. Mind you, I was pretty fucking close up, but the mosh pit
Those all the risks.
parted
All I'm
everything,
saying
and they were
is-
like, let them through. They let me through, and I hobbled my fucking
Near
stepped
death.
on ass. My knee was almost broken. I'm missing a shoe. My glasses are gone. Blood coming out of all holes.
It was System of a Down. So I mean,
And then the nicest people that ever saved my life.
he's sitting there bleeding. You guys are awesome. You guys are great.
You're the
best.
heroes.
You guys saved
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, because the people who rushed in the stage, they didn't stop.
Yeah, well,
they didn't pick me up.
My first experience of a mosh was a dude in a MAGA hat starting it. So that's.
Well, that's just
I mean, isn't that how you're
and you
supposed to start
didn't
it?
punch him in the face?
I mean, you're supposed to start that way.
Trust me, I was watching.
the one place that
I
was
stopped
acceptable?
watching the show and I started watching him because he had an American bandana covering his face, and I was like, I don't trust this guy.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I mean, I'm with you though. I'd probably stop the show.
And you still.
And you know what? And
Yeah,
nobody will
kept
remember your
attacking.
names.
I gotta play
Because-
devil's advocate.
You know she can hear me, right?
You're terrible.
You know you can buy her new legs when she gets crippled,
Says-
and you become
Say,
famous.
baby, with all this new concert money, I could buy you all set of legs.
Here's a good one. Would I be the asshole if I brought an invitation to my wedding as a white elephant gift? Here's a scenario. Getting married early next year. Invitations just went out, but a lot of people from work fell on the B list. Everybody knows what that is. That's the people that I cannot deal with you in my, you can either come or go. I don't need you really that. Anyway, a very small number of work friends have been invited. Once we get into the no RSVP from the people out of town, blah, 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 we'll fill in some spot with some work people. But here we go. Going to a Christmas party at someone's home with a lot of these coworkers for the weekend. There's going to be a white elephant gift exchange. Would I be the asshole if I brought an invitation to my wedding as the gift? I can see it either as a cute way to invite someone at an earlier stage, or it could be in highlight that some people have been invited, make some people feel like they have a bag, or they have to beg and dance to get an invite, and make people feel way worse if they don't get an invite in the final cut.
I'm not on a power trip where I want people to fight over whatever. So no, I wouldn't do that.
But would he be a...
He would be an asshole for doing that. Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't?
Here's why.
Here's why.
You're not an asshole for that.
So for one, all he's inviting you for is a free meal,
Very true.
a chance to dance,
Can I drink?
And-
Is it okay?
possibly, because it could be different.
It could be a little different.
For,
You never
for
know.
the sake of my answer, I'm
Okay.
going. It's a free meal. You're getting a party, probably some single women there.
All the single ladies.
You know what I mean? If you're like a
I'm not
Dude,
saying he's an asshole
whatever.
for offering somebody a good time. I'm saying he's an asshole for being like, none of you get
wants-
this.
But see, but it's not him doing that though. It's him. He's putting.
He's
I'll
putting
call
it
it a
to
ticket.
chance.
I'll put it a ticket because the white elephant. Somebody pulls it. They open it up. They see an invitation. Somebody could steal.
yeah, somebody.
It's out of his hands from
yeah.
then. It's out of his hands from
It's
then.
who wants it?
No, he knew the chaos would ensue, so he was a part of it.
He drops the knife in the middle of the people.
He put a gun
he steps
with
away.
one
I'm
bullet
just
in
gonna
the
say
this
chamber
here.
and said, yeah, one of you's gonna die,
They
but
don't
I
have to take
but I
it.
didn't kill 5 of you.
None of them have to take
They
it.
don't have to take it. Yeah. So the first person could pull it, and they could see it like, oh, you got the invitation.
Would you do
And then-
Would you do that?
No.
Would you-
You would do that.
I wouldn't.
What?
You would do that? You would go to a white elephant and be like, hey guys, one of the 20 of you gets to go to my wedding?
Well, why would I invite people from my work?
Pretty
You know how many
Yeah,
family
I
members?
mean,
I'm
that's what I'm saying.
Mexican. You know how many family members I have?
Do you have,
Like 1,000.
can you think of every job you've had, that one person that you hated? Can you imagine them being the one person that came? Or disliked, maybe not hated, but one person you disliked.
I've had plenty of jobs. 4. But
A handful? 2?
and I can think of the people that I disliked at the jobs, right? And it would not bother me that they were at my wedding.
Oh yeah,
Over someone else at your job who you did like.
a certain.
No, because the other people on my job that I did like would be at the A list. I'm saying if I invited them, but if they
It's a fucked up affair.
got there, I mean,
I'm gonna invite
hey,
person 1 and 2. Person 3 and 4 are on, the B list, and then the other people are on the I don't give a fuck, and one of the people that's on the I don't give a fuck gets to join.
because think about it. If I'm going to work and I've already invited the people that
they're
I
an
like,
asshole. Aaron,
if I've already invited the people that I
An
like,
asshole.
if I already invited the people that I like, and the person that I didn't like actually gets the ticket, the other people are like, okay, whatever, I'm already going. So
I'm thinking about like if her and I tomorrow, and I invited like one person to my job, one person from my job, like everyone else, I feel like would feel shitty. So if I went to be like, hey guys, you have one quick chance to
He didn't
win
do that
this.
though. He put it as a random gift
it's random.
that you don't
Chance.
have to use.
Right. But at the end of it, when someone picks it up and says, oh, one, free ticket with a +1 to Adam's wedding. Like, what? And then everyone
So
goes,
who am I
wait,
gonna
what the
take?
fuck?
The
Like,
thing,
I wasn't
paid.
invited.
this
to
is
that?
what I'm on. This is why I wouldn't do it, because the hubris of that person that's a gift to come to my wedding is some BS.
No, okay.
Well, 'cause you have
that's
to buy a
douchebaggery,
gift.
That's no, not even what I have to do to that part, but I'm blessing you with the chance to come
So
to
I
my.
didn't spend, well, no, because you still spend money on people to go
Yeah,
to
you
your
spend
wedding.
money. Yeah, you
no,
gotta buy
you
it.
do.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's a free meal. You're buying them dinner.
No, for the
so
person
that's
who
it.
gets the gift, it's a win. Like, it's a hard win.
yeah, it's a hard win. Yeah,
But for the person who gives that gift, it's fucking dick. I'm sorry.
Dude, yeah, okay. Is the person who receives that gift? They just threw it away.
if they decided to
Are they
steal
an
or
asshole?
give something else, yeah,
There,
that'd be kind of.
if that person got stuck with it and threw it away, fine. If that person took it and just ripped it up, yeah, they're
If they were number one, you mean? Like if they pulled first, and that's
If-
what they
if
pulled.
I'm
Nobody
first,
stole the whole game, and they get to steal at the end, and they're like, I kind of want those socks over there. Like,
I don't want to go to your wedding. I'd rather have socks than go to your fucking
because
wedding.
I've been to a ton of weddings. Been to a ton of weddings.
4.
Actually,
You might not be wrong.
I was the best man at one. Groomsman.
I was a groomsmaid.
Groomsman at one. I
You be
was
whatever you
a photographer at one. I attended another one, and
Stopped another one.
no,
Foiled the plan.
So I think 4. Yeah. So I've been to
I've
about
been a shit ton. 4.
Was
Of
he?
course, a lot.
You know why I
though.
say? Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean,
Actually,
that's a
that
lot.
is a lot.
I've been to like 7, I think.
How many have you been in? Like 3, right?
1, 2, 3.
Oh no, I forgot about Noel.
Yeah.
5. Boom. Forgot about Noel.
You were in that one.
Yeah. So
We were all in that one.
so basically, what I was trying to say.
I could have sworn when the one you said that you attended, I thought that was the one.
No, I didn't know. I forgot all about.
But that was the one
yeah.
you were counting.
So what I was trying to get to was.
Hi, Noel.
There are
Love
some
you.
there are some that are like, this wasn't a gift. This was, let's be honest. Like, I love everybody.
S.
But like, this wasn't a gift.
He needs to submit that question. I said their wedding.
I
was
would have
shit.
just shown up to the wedding. I'd be like, let me get the headset, bro.
Filter fish.
Yeah, let
Oh.
me trade for the headset. I'll let him get the wedding invitation, and I'll crash the thing. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Kick me out? I'm still eating the chicken. That's what I'm gonna do. Whatever.
Oh, the wedding's great.
Yeah.
Why?
That's what I've yet to do. So actually, I might do that.
Crash the wedding.
Yeah, I've done everything else in the wedding except get them
That
married. And then, so maybe I'll
makes
crash
you
one.
the asshole.
Maybe I'll crash it. So anyway, yeah, I think it's a consensus around that. Yeah, he would
Yeah,
probably
no,
be a dick over there.
that's
Yeah.
a dick move.
So here's another one. Would they be one for reporting the cafeteria lady for giving black students extra food?
For
Ooh,
reporting.
For reporting.
You're just a snitch, bro.
I mean, if his name was Takashi, then I understand the whole situation.
That's fucked up.
Getting out in 2 years.
All right, here's a scenario.
Right
In our
here.
cafeteria, there was this lunch lady that often gave black kids extra food / free food. It pauses right there, but back to my high school, I was one of those black kids that got free food because they thought I was on the football team. All the football players got free crap from
Extra
one.
food?
No, like the paid for food. We went to the same high school. You know,
Okay.
there was paid for food from
Yeah.
the whatever, the bar or whatever they called it. But the lady, it was me and a group of my friends. My friends were all on the football team. I was always rolling with them. I'm black.
He had it planned out. He said, they get free food.
I would roll with them.
If I hang out with
I
them.
need to hang out with these
She
guys.
once in a while would always be like, here. I remember my friend Mike. He would get like extra. He had this thing about getting bananas. He liked having potassium or whatever. But
Is he gay now?
no. He's straight as an arrow. But
Potassium K for
wow, you guys are horrible. But yeah, I rolled with him. Never touched the football field. That whole
Took pictures of it.
Yeah. So and literally there was like a thing because I remember one of the last days I went there.
You're a goddamn con man.
She
Did you take pictures with the football team, like for the yearbook?
that's neither here nor there. She
You did, didn't you?
He
Is
dressed up. He
is he a
dressed up for
Letterman
the
jacket?
final game.
funny story. So she
He said, no, but I stole one.
she was like, I walked in one day, and it was like towards the end of the year. We were all graduating, and I walked in one day, and she was like, "Hey, I forgot your package." I was like, "My package?" She's like, the football package that all the guys got. I was like, "Oh yes, that." So we go back to in
course
the
you
back
did.
of the cafeteria.
Right.
And she gives me the like grant little thing, and she's like, "I don't have your letter, like for your letterman's jacket." I was like, "It's all right, it's okay."
It'll find its way.
To this day, I still have it in my closet. I have like this lockbox.
Of course you do.
All these things that are like important to me. It's inside there. My graduation.
The
football.
greatest con
For the
Aaron's
whole
ever pulled.
year.
DWB.
For the whole year. No, but see, here's the
You're
thing.
the asshole.
Here's the thing. Am I the no? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, because
Why is that not one of these?
It should be.
So I got an award I shouldn't have gotten.
here's the thing, though. I felt like maybe I paid my dues a little. Here's why, because
Reparation.
Even the water boy deserves a Letterman check.
in school, and people knew, like anybody that went to school with me, they knew I was not on the football team. Like there was
'Cause
no
they went to the
secret.
games, Aaron.
Exactly, and we all know who's on the football team.
They've
But
seen you run. and
at
they
our
knew
high
that it was-
school, I was pretty athletic. At the high school,
Mr. Asthmatic over here.
at the high school, you knew who the football team was.
He's like the black kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
But the
I'm gonna
terrible.
run the ball.
The problem was the wrestling team always wanted to wrestle the football players. So I'm hanging out with the football players. So we're walking down halls all the time
They
together
wanted to wrestle them.
in a group.
No clothes and just baby oil.
So it was always them like attacking us. And like,
I
I'm not on the
us,
Will
like he's
Ferrell
the-
and
I'm on the team.
the
so
ladies' man.
the black kids.
I am on the team. They were black kids too, but these were gigantic men, and it was just like
No, they were boys, Aaron.
No,
They were
they were
boys.
men. They were men.
All the grand people went to play NFL.
So yeah, I mean, and so I would always have
A
to,
couple of them killed.
and I would never win. I'm not physically as strong because I don't go to the
So you
practices.
wrestled people in high school?
It's more like they wrestled
So
me.
how many did you take? All right, that's
Seven.
You gotta multiply by 3.
Shawshank Redemption. Sometimes he won, sometimes he didn't.
Good times in high school. So every time people are
Was
like,
it, Aaron? Are you repressing memories?
He said 7. Good times. Good times in high school.
"No, I never had a
Shit.
bad time."
So,
Never had a
honey,
bad time
I'm
in high
giving
school.
you this jacket due to all the rape you got.
I wish I got the jacket. She didn't have the jacket for me, but I wish I.
Because you weren't on the team.
God bless that woman.
Of course
God
you-
bless that woman. She was a
She said, wait, he's dark.
so.
Why isn't he good?
It was a tough ruse to keep up because sometimes my friends wouldn't be there and I'd be in the line. She's like, "How'd the game go last night?" It was
Landslide.
It was
27-3.
it was a tough one. I didn't get to play. I was on the bench all day. So
Said I was actually coaching that game.
yeah, I love that woman. I can't
Twisted my
remember her name,
knee. Could have went state.
though. All right, so back to it. Reporting the cafeteria lady for giving me basically free food.
We established you're the asshole.
She said, for example, when it came to fries, she would give more to the black students, and in general, was nicer to them. It wasn't just me. I heard from other black students bragging about how she gave free food. I
So
found
this is a black person reporting this.
I don't know. He or she did not say. Said I
Well,
found
maybe
this really unfair and racist, so I reported to the
Oh,
university.
well, so, yeah.
No one did anything. Then I shared it to the SGA, and after that, she was transferred off campus to our satellite university. Now she has to commute an extra 50 minutes to work. Since then, me and any student who supported her getting in trouble have been labeled an asshole. I haven't been singled out It's mostly the black in the SGA, but still I feel like I did the right thing, and now I'm being punished.
Student government, is it? What is it?
I don't know what SGA stands for, so I'm guessing student government. Yeah, maybe.
I very much dislike when people see people getting more
Uh-huh.
and
It's out of jealousy.
that's not fair.
Call it hating. Just call it hating. Wrap it up in hating. Let's go.
I hate it when people are hating.
There you go. Now you're hip.
And it's I don't know.
That was the most uncool thing.
It's a couple things. Number one is obviously jealousy. Like
No,
why,
yeah, this
why
is
am I
straight-
not getting that much? The
straight
other
jealous.
thing is why are they getting more? Like that's not. It's not just about me anymore. It's by the fact of them getting more. This person went as far as to number one notice it all the time.
All the time. Like, what are
Like-
you in my plate for, bro?
Right. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like I want my food. I get fed. I'm fine. I paid for it. It's fine. Someone else doesn't pay or pay. Like I don't give a shit. That has nothing to do
right?
with me.
It has nothing to do with
The
me.
thing that I would hate is that person gets double the food and I'm next in line and I get nothing left.
No,
because
yeah.
they-
Then I'm hating to
That's-
the maximum.
Say, hold up. Now I don't get to eat. That's something different.
Smack it out of his hand. Now
But-
none of us get food.
They went as far as to go to the school, the dean, the whatever.
Or, yeah,
and
to get her
and
transferred?
but nothing
got-
happened. So they went as far to do something and nothing happened. And then they said, all right.
What's the next level?
And this must have taken months.
Yeah.
Months of reconnaissance.
You know
and
it
stuff
had to.
For them to do all this stuff. And then they finally went to whatever the SGA is and got shut down. That person got transferred and all this stuff. And then they get the shit tossed at them. You deserve that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's an ass.
Yeah, he is.
He's an ass.
He or she.
'Cause
We don't know
take it-
yet.
Take
Well,
it as
they're an ass.
They are.
Take it the football team, the mathletes, the black students, the
Yeah.
whatever, the white students, like whatever. Like,
Anybody, yeah.
like I don't care as long as I'm not affected by
I
it.
swear,
Like,
if I'm in line and they get the last rib because they're getting doubles, then yeah, we got
That's
a
when
problem.
the war starts.
Yeah, that's what it
We
is.
also don't know, like,
that person didn't have a. But I don't
these people could be like friendly with this lady. Like,
100%, yeah.
This lady could like genuinely be friends with these kids.
But that's what I'm saying. This person like went about their like fuck school. They stopped everything. They're like, I'm gonna spend my time in the
Their
cafeteria.
life, yeah.
First of all, you're in college,
Not-
right?
Yeah.
This
It's
is a
university.
college.
It said university, so
What is wrong with you? Like, you're a grown adult.
yeah, I mean,
Go off
Yeah, no,
campus
that
to get
person
food.
is a giant asshole, actually. And I don't care what group is getting free
Extra-
food, more food,
extra
or
stuff.
whatever. Like the fact that you had to stop your life to do this, and then you felt like, am I the asshole?
I know, right?
Yes.
Usually that's why when I was
Yes.
scrolling through some of these, like some of them, I was just like, if you have to ask the question, you kind of are.
And it's funny. Are you white? Because it sounds like you are. Like I don't see anybody else giving two shits about this.
That's terrible. Let's move on to the next one. So Ada, Wibta, whatever you want to call it. If I tell my ex's new wife that her ring was actually mine that I bought.
Say one more time.
That's a tough one, right? So if
Is this a man or woman?
This is a woman.
Okay.
If I tell my ex's new wife that her ring is actually mine that I bought. Here's a scenario. About 4 years ago, I almost got engaged to my ex, but he called it off 3 weeks before our engagement. What a dick. People like that. Just tell her from the beginning. From the beginning. Unless she murdered somebody.
We can go into that if you want to.
Just saying. But anyway, he had really big issues with diamonds, and I really wanted diamond rings since I was young. I researched rings and diamonds.
Issues with diamonds.
Yeah, I don't know who has it. Maybe he was
Buying
in the
diamonds?
blood diamond industry, and he didn't want to, whatever problems he had. Okay, he had problems with diamonds. So, it's not a man's best friend, right?
Frost yourselves.
I researched rings and diamonds and gold quality, etc. And because he couldn't put his views aside, he gave me the money, and I got to buy whatever ring I wanted. I chose a simple solitaire ring, and I remember it well. I put lots of effort into finding me a ring.
Gave her the money.
Correct.
She's the asshole.
Hold on, let me finish the whole thing. I put lots of effort into finding the ring that I really liked. Once he called off the engagement, I gave him the ring back. I know from speaking to him months after he kept the ring and didn't know what to do with it. I have since moved on, gotten married, have children, and someone else. Recently through mutual friends on social media, I saw he got married. After feeding my curiosity, stalking him online, that's 100% what that is, I looked through the new wife's profile and saw my ring. My ex was cheap in our relationship, so I know it's the same ring. I'm too minded about whether I should tell her or get someone else to tell her or just leave it. Jewelry is sentimental, and that's such a low move for him to give his new wife my ring. He didn't even put effort into trying to buy a new one. I did.
She's the asshole. He's lazy.
They're both assholes.
No, it's because that's a.
They're
sounds
both.
like
No,
they're both
I'm kind of on
assholes.
his. Yeah, but I want to hear yours first.
I would have agreed with that, but it sounds like he's just like, I have this ring, paid this money for it, whatever. Okay, I'll hold on to it. And then go forward in the relationship with the next person. It ends up working out. I have this ring that I paid for. To him, it doesn't sound like it had anything. Like, it sounds like the relationship with her, like as shitty as whatever happened, sounds like it didn't really affect him too much. So he's just, okay, I'll hold on to it for, my next rainy day that I'm with someone I want to be with. And then, lo and behold, he's with somebody who says, all right, I want to propose to you. And to him, it means nothing. To her, it means nothing. It's nothing to do with anybody else. To the person who picked it out, it means everything. I'm married. I have kids
she
now.
did research it. But
She went out of her way.
She went way out of her way.
So she's
cyber
looking-
stalked. Yeah.
So
to
she's
be an
the
asshole.
asshole. Like, because
True.
these two people don't
Yeah,
care
no,
about
I'd
it.
say yes. Yes, she is.
However, if he didn't tell her that this ring
The new wife? Yeah.
Yeah, the new wife
Yeah. If
was
he didn't,
picked out by an ex or was gonna be for her, he's an asshole.
Number one, that's where I picked the laziness from, because he should have just tried. I don't know how that goes. I don't know how long you have it before
Sell
you can
it.
return it, whatever.
You don't have to sell it. I mean, if you're truthful and she doesn't mind,
But that's
then okay.
so,
okay.
Yeah,
So
if
hold on.
she's cool with it.
Yeah, if she's cool
you're
with
fine.
it, whatever.
But why go through that if you don't need to? I guess.
Oh, the questioning.
Because if it doesn't, at the end of the day, if it like,
Because you're right. He's lazy.
that's what I'm saying.
If she finds out, like say she doesn't know,
and who would she find out from?
say, if the ex tells,
Who is the
okay,
asshole?
no,
Sole asshole. in
but
that entire
it
thing.
doesn't matter because, yeah, she will be an asshole for telling whatever she snitched. The fiance or whatever finds out that ring was for somebody else. She's not cool with it. It's gonna come down tenfold on that dude because he should have been honest with her and it was for somebody else.
Clearly the dude
not
just-
intended for her.
Clearly
But there'd
dude
be no
just doesn't know.
point. There was no reason for me to buy a ring for you and say, it didn't work. You gave it back. I ended it. You ended it. Whatever. And I get it back a year after the engagement. Whatever. All right. Well, now I have this diamond ring worth $10,000 or whatever. And then 5 years later, I meet over here, and I'm like, hey, this is working out. This is going great. I have this ring that was meant for the person that I love. I love you. Boom. Here it goes.
Chances are,
Hey, by the way, this wasn't meant for you, but you can just take it?
I wouldn't even do
But
like I wouldn't put that up. Like that wouldn't be an option. Like I would sell that ring.
Right.
the
So
ring.
it makes no sense telling that person I have the ring. But he didn't sell it. I said he's lazy.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
make him an asshole necessarily.
no, it does. It makes him an ass.
I don't know how far.
If
it was
he
like,
gave it to her, yeah, I kind of feel like that does.
he
Yeah,
said,
Because-
here's X amount of money. Go buy the ring you want.
without
That-
telling her.
that
I'm saying,
ring,
if he- yeah.
that ring to some people, I'm not roping everybody in, is has significant meaning
To the person that got
love.
it.
It means I love you.
well, but to the
nobody
person
else.
that's getting it.
To the person that's getting it, not the person who paid for it, who just is like, cool, this is the ring you want.
Correct, but with her knowing that it was somebody else's, not grandma's, like you see in the movies
I
or
guarantee
something
you
like
she's
that.
not cool with
If
it, and she doesn't know.
If she doesn't know, yeah, if
She
she
doesn't
ever
know.
found
If
out,
she got the ring and she's like, I love this ring, why the fuck ruin it for her?
no, that's true. I see what you're coming
that's why
from.
she
Yeah,
that's why the ex would be an asshole.
No, the ex is hassle no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah.
I'm married with another man, but I'm still checking on my ex dude with
That- that's
the
some
dude should not.
stupidness.
If I was the ex's current husband,
what the heck are you looking
The
at
hell
his
you
Facebook
looking at?
for? Yeah,
That-
like, yeah.
and
Brother's
checking her
Facebook.
profile too.
Just stalking these people.
I'm thinking
Get
about
off of
telling
there.
her why. If she said yes, she's obviously happy. Like I don't
I'd be like,
understand. If they're gonna
"Sweetie."
break up in 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, whatever.
Like, babe, if you're auditioning for the 3rd season of You, that's fine. Do your research. But
I-
until then, get off of other people's
Because
pages.
the
like
thing
that.
is if he was that shit, if he was an asshole, if in this situation, if he's the asshole and he did this because he's that pathetic or whatever, they're not gonna last long anyways. Let it run its course. Why be the one to be like, hey girl,
I mean, he did
sounds
break
like,
off.
Sounds like Adam did
He
this.
did. He did break off a wedding. 3
she
weeks
might break it off with him,
before,
with her too.
3 weeks before it went down.
Yeah.
That happens though.
She
Yeah, I
but
understand.
she doesn't give the details as to why. She just says, "This is what happened. It broke off.
'Cause
Now here I am."
She wrote this.
Right, and it sounds like she might have been crazy in the beginning.
Probably left details out.
I know it's probably left that part of.
She probably.
And I stabbed him maybe once or twice, and he
By the
decided
way,
to leave.
I checked every girlfriend he ever had, and they wouldn't respond to my messages, so he broke off the wedding.
There's always 3 parts of a story. Everybody knows that.
If she's looking at her ex, which
She's
is this
married,
guy,
Steven. Why the fuck does she give a shit about this?
exactly.
Clearly-
So that
clearly
previous
that
like,
marriage
she
wasn't-
was crazy
yeah.
beforehand.
I don't. I mean, again, he's lazy and he's dumb. I don't think he's the asshole.
He's an asshole.
All right, we'll move right along.
Gave her money to pick out rings, Steven.
Am I the a-hole
And then
for
gave that to
saying?
somebody else.
That's love.
Am I the a-hole for
She's a
saying
dick.
I wouldn't date you either? Here's a scenario. So I was eating lunch with 2 friends, girls, me and another guy, and we were talking about what we would want out of a boyfriend/girlfriend. One of the girls said that she couldn't date someone funny because she can't spend her whole life laughing, so she wouldn't date me. I said, no hard feelings. I wouldn't date you either. She then got quiet and didn't say much for 5 to 10 minutes and then left. My friends are telling me I was rude and did I misread the situation or something? Question mark.
Ooh, that's a tough one because that's kind of left. There's a lot of stuff not.
First of all, it's hilarious.
He didn't even say. And that's the thing. If you're friends, she obviously was either a bitch or she
But
liked
like-
him and was like, "Oh shit, that just wrecked my whole world."
Like, I
Well,
couldn't date you, but I mean, I don't know.
I couldn't date
Because
you.
he didn't say the reasons why. She's like, I can't date someone who's funny because of this, this, and this, and this. And he's like, I don't like you either. And that, like nothing like as the reason as to why. So she sat there for 5 to 10 minutes going like, wait, what?
But why
What
would
is
she
that?
say something like, "Oh, I can't date you"? If you know I'm the funny one in
But that's-
the group or whatever, then
that's
why
what-
are you saying that?
As someone who's who finds himself to be funny, I don't.
Debatable. I mean, yes,
your
really.
fucking
Yeah,
She's. If I sat down, if you two are the guys and me and someone else is the girl,
yeah.
and I know that you're the funny one,
Uh-huh.
and I know that you're funny, and I'm like, yeah, I just couldn't date someone who's funny because I just like I couldn't live my life like that, laughing all the time,
And
it
then
just
I
wouldn't-
come back.
It
with
wouldn't be
you,
fun,
like, that's cool.
and I'm attacking, maybe without knowing it, you,
Yeah, just the one guy. Yeah.
and then I respond with, yeah, I wouldn't date you either. boom, I'm the funny one again. That's you. They would be funny you saying that.
Yeah.
Her not getting it, she can't take a dick. So that's
So you think she just couldn't take a joke?
correct.
Oh, I saw it as she probably liked the dude, just didn't know how to say something.
That's one of the scenarios.
yeah.
Definitely.
I
But,
did not know how to say it. And was like,
I can
but
see
either way,
it.
that doesn't make him the dick.
I don't think he's a dick in this situation either. I mean,
No, because it's hilarious.
Because God forbid she just said, "What do you mean?" Or just like,
if she said, "What do you mean?" that opens up a conversation. We can talk this out.
You're just too
You have,
materialistic.
yeah, you got cock eyes and buck
So,
teeth,
by
and
the
maybe
way,
I'm not into that.
said
Some
you-
people are, but not me. You're pigeon-toed. Can't stand that.
that's,
But I'm just saying, that's just me.
you're white.
It's not you. It's me. That's what it is.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy. I'm the a-hole. I went
Because
to Reddit.
it's impossible for her to think that something's wrong with her, but him being
So,
funny is a bad
so you
thing.
think she's the a-hole in the situation then, if it's that
There's-
scenario?
I'm sorry, there's no scenario. He's the a-hole. I don't.
Okay.
Because all he said was one little quip. It's either funny, it's either out of pocket, but if there are four friends sitting down, him saying, I wouldn't date you either.
First of all, I don't know.
He would have had to say it in a true, like,
That's something I
wouldn't
would
fucking
do.
date you either.
That's 100% something I would do.
I don't know
And probably have done.
a woman that's ever said, I could not date a man that was funny. Yeah, let that simmer in your head real quick. Who says that?
But what was the reason?
An
It don't even
asshole,
matter. Like it
The
no
person-
funny?
The person had a reason.
She said, yeah, I know. She said because she couldn't spend her whole life laughing.
That's a pretty specific.
Get out of here.
Exactly.
If you don't have a sense of humor at all.
And if you were funny, and if you found yourself to have a joke or two in your life, wouldn't you be like,
She's a
I wouldn't want
reptile.
to fucking date your ass either, bitch.
If I was a friend in that conversation, I'd be dying.
Like
laughing.
we're not gonna laugh at anything.
What I want to know is what the next 5 to 10 minutes were, because if everyone else just chopped
quiet.
it up,
No,
but she's the
you
one
know what
who's
it
like,
was?
That's quiet.
what do you mean?
It was 5 to 10 minutes of damn, that bitch got told. It was
So
that.
if she's a herm,
They
then
clowned her.
Because
That's what
I'm
happened.
a little teapot, short and stout. So if I'm at that situation and I'm
She's
not
like 6'7".
and I'm not in the conversation or whatever, for the two, and I'm just one of the other quiet ones, I'm probably staring at the unfunny girl for a minute. For that 5 to 10 minutes, I'm just eyeballing her down like,
do you have a
yeah,
response to that?
exactly. Your response, go.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
defendant?
because I don't know.
So got him.
I
That's
can't
what
laugh
he did.
at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't laugh
for
at
for
all.
you to guys, for them, the conversation to carry on for the next 5 to 10 minutes about
Oh,
whatever.
no, she was distraught.
For her to be sitting there going,
She was just. I think
and then just walk away.
I might have been in a couple of these conversations like this.
It can't for me. I know I definitely have not. Because for me, I can't
See,
take
I
anything
wouldn't-
serious.
No,
like
no,
that.
not me. Like me being the third party witnessing.
She's not just an asshole. She's a bitch.
Like no, I'm saying I can't. I got to be goofy around it. Then
Oh.
I don't like the too
Oh, yeah.
seriousness. I gotta break that tension with something.
Yeah,
You
it's,
know?
God damn,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
God
gotta-
damn.
Literally. I mean, what? New Year's on
Thanks, noob dude.
Discord
Ooh.
with Emma in the Tifus.
And the Tifus.
And you were like, too soon, Aaron. I'm like, nah, that's how I deal with it. Give it as good as I get
You
it.
talking about Timmy?
No, well, I'll explain later. Anyway,
When you're
next
grown
one.
up.
Next one. Okay, am I the asshole for refusing?
Asshole.
Asfold.
Yes, refusing to eat the cake at a potluck because the person who made it has a nasty house.
Yes.
No.
What?
No, I mean, I'm sorry, he's in the right. No.
Okay, I was about to say.
I was like, no, sir.
He almost
Smart
That-
man.
that's-
gave me a heart
Or
attack.
woman.
Disgusting. Like, I don't care if it was the most perfect cake in the world that came out. I'd be like, you know how many maggots and
Yeah,
shit
gross.
are inside that shit?
Here's the scenario. Susie bakes stuff for the office all the time.
Susie Baker. I see what you did.
I mean, he's going to call her. I deleted the other part. Let's call her Susie part because I was like, you don't need to do that. So Susie bakes stuff for the office all the time, and I used to eat her baked goods until I had to drop her off at her house one time. I was having car troubles, and her house was on the way to my house. I asked if I could come up and use her restroom. Oh, this is getting bad. I haven't been because I had to drive ahead of me. When I walked into her house, the smell knocked me on my back. It smelled like rotting food and cats.
Ooh.
Susie has 8 cats, and they walk everywhere in the house,
Sorry.
including in the kitchen counter. And I saw a little litter box that was completely full.
You can have 2 cats.
I don't have cats, so I don't know how often they need to be changed.
You can have 2 cats.
But they smelled.
I mean, I feel like
Her-
three's pushing it. But anything more than 4 is there's something wrong.
We need 4.
3 cats, again, I'm sitting there, I'm like, why do you have 3 cats? If you have 4, I'm like, you're crazy. Like, that's...
You can have maybe 1.
First off, I'm
cats.
surprised you even started at 1.
That is, you know how
Because 2 cats is normal.
bending.
I will-
Normal?
I will
2
give-
cats is 2 cats is
No,
normal.
it's not. No,
One-
it's not.
One
Because-
per person.
Because you start with 1 cat, and that fucker needs attention
They're not
24/7.
attaching. Then you give it
So
attention,
you're like,
damn it.
cool, I need 2.
Okay, and then those 2 fuckers need attention because they hate each other.
No. And then at some point in life, you're like, I need to take a 3rd cat, or someone didn't want their cat anymore. So I can agree somewhere along
Nah,
the
bruh.
line, down here,
I don't want somebody
That you need
else's
a third
diamond
cat.
cat.
There are only 2 cats that I've known my entire life that I will be like, you know what? Those cats I could live with these cats.
if you have 4 more cats, you better have a fucking mansion.
But here's the reason why I'd be
Having
like,
8
I can
cats
live with
and
these cats. Because one cat hides and never shows its face. Boom, you're good. Second cat stays out of the damn house all day and never comes home.
my cat Yoda.
You're good. So boom, you're out of my way, I'm out of your way. We can live.
Yeah, but these
We
sound
can live.
But this sounds like 8 cats that are just like standing at the door waiting for your ass.
Waiting for you to
bro.
come back. So anyway, I go on. I go on. Her bathroom looked like it had never been cleaned. Clean your bathroom, lady. Her kitchen was terrible, dirty and old food everywhere. From there, I told myself I would never eat anything that Susie prepared at her house. As I was saying, her baked goods are an office favorite. So everyone was having a piece of her cake
Let them die.
at the potluck but me. A few coworkers asked why I wasn't eating the cake, and I described to them the state of her home. They didn't want to eat her
I was gonna
cake
say that-
either.
I was going to say the second thing.
Oh.
this-
One of them even threw her slice away. I guess word got around the office, and today when Susie brought baked goods, nobody touched them. Eventually word got back to her that I told everyone that her house was nasty. People are just distancing themselves from her. She says she's filing an HR complaint against me for gossiping, and I was just being honest with my coworkers. Am I the asshole?
I was going to say, before you started that spiel, I was going to say, well, if he
You
starts
gotta-
telling
you
people
gotta
that he's an
get the
asshole.
scenario,
And then sorry
yeah.
that he started telling people.
Yeah, as soon
Yeah.
as he started, I would have just been like,
Well, no, because
I'm
it's
just on a diet.
it's a health risk. At that point, you're actually saving lives.
That would be your argument during HR.
Well, honestly, like, I've been in her house. I've been in her kitchen. I've been in her bathroom. She's cleaned nothing. I don't even know if she washes her hands anymore.
First thing,
Like, I
this
don't-
is how I know the guy's not black. First thing, when you throw away food that you do not like, there's the plate upside
Yep,
down move
so
into the
nobody
trash.
sees
It's the first thing, because you don't even, you be like, oh man, I'm full, boom, upside down.
I'm remembering all the times I've thrown food away that I don't like anymore.
There it
It's
is,
always-
right?
it's
You
always
gotta
been
you gotta
fun.
you gotta throw it upside down. That is key
'Cause you're hiding it.
Yeah, and they don't know. They were like, oh man, he ate, he's good. Yeah.
I've been through the.
Until they see the fucking leaking
been through
beans.
the
I don't even
rigmarole.
actually, I truly don't even know if anybody from my job listens to it, but I'm sorry in advance. We had a chili cook-off, and some people's chilies wasn't there.
So there it went front first.
I flipped a couple of bowls upside down. Not gonna lie,
A couple of bowls.
Hey, we had a lot of chili there.
You pretended. Bowl number 1 down the
The
drain.
sad part is they only
Eric, you
gave you
have chili on your back.
they only gave you a couple of scoops, so that's how I was. Whew. But anyway,
Devastating.
if he's going around telling everybody,
Yeah.
yo, Susie house is nasty.
Well,
yo.
so that's not his fault. People came up to him and said, "Hey, why aren't you eating?"
But
And
he could
goes,
be like, nah, I'm not into cake right
he
now.
could, but now all these people are ingesting fucking like cat feces
So don't
and
have
cat
them
hair and
talk
stuff.
to you, or don't
But that's what I'm saying.
open
So
mouth kiss them or something.
It
I don't
sounds
care.
like he did his best to be like, all right, I'm just gonna sit here and not eat his food. And someone came up to me like, hey man, why aren't you eating? Be like, all right, man. So listen, and then it spread from there. So that's
This is
not
how
his
you do
fault.
it. You be like, have you seen Susie's cubicle?
So hold on.
No, because the cubicle
Yeah.
be clean. Cubicle could be clean, and the house could be dirty.
It
But
doesn't
it doesn't matter.
matter.
You can just be like, have you seen that? I'm good. Leave it up to their discretion. Like, you know what? Because if they don't say like, oh, you know what, her cubicle is kind of dirty.
Hold on. You have cancer.
Where are we going?
Hold on. You go to a facility and you see an unlocked door, and you walk in and all of a sudden, it's a cure for cancer. And you just take it, and all the people in your life, they're like, hey man, like you seem to be doing a lot better. Like, yeah man, I don't have cancer anymore. You didn't go around spreading. You didn't start a thing. People come up to you and say, hey, man, you seem like you're doing well. Yeah, man, so this the clinic. I found this door, blah, 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 blah. And that clinic starts suing you, saying, like, hey, man, you can't just let that go out. It's your problem for being like, but you guys have the cure for cancer. Like, I'm saving lives.
Stove.
Also,
I'm doing whatever.
nah, that's subjective. What you're throwing.
Oh,
you're throwing a different scenario because it could be perspective of because you've gone to people's house that have cats and they have clean houses, correct?
Yes, I guess.
I've gone to people's houses that have cats, multiple people's houses that have cats, and I'm always like, that's disgusting. Right. It's on the counter. But see, that's just me though. That's my perspective. It could be a clean counter for all I know. See what I'm saying? That's a difference.
But it sounds like that.
He's saying
the bathroom
it's nasty.
had never been cleaned.
I mean,
cats are walking everywhere on the counter and all that kind of stuff.
Don't all cats walk on counters and stuff?
Not cats with no legs.
If I assume you don't clean
Terrible.
the bathroom, I'm assuming that it would.
What are they on? Flying dirigibles everywhere? Or something?
I'm going off the picture this guy painted.
Yes.
And it sounds like this person has cat hair all over their hands, and when they make a cake, they just snot it up and just build it.
See,
Miss Trunchbull?
I know what you're talking about, yes.
That blood cake?
Yes.
Looked delicious as shit.
It did.
You would die in 5 minutes.
You never know.
I would like to know, hey, there's blood, sweat, and tears in that. Real blood, sweat, and tears in that.
I don't know. Because, like I said, I'm biased.
He's
like,
not
I'm
an
not a
asshole.
cat. I'm not a
he
cat.
didn't go around the office saying, oh, this bitch has dirty shit. He
started the fire, though.
Because they came to him. He didn't start the fire by saying, don't eat this food. She's nasty.
But he planted it in their head. He could have said anything else to be
and then
like,
he'd be lying. He's gonna lie for her now.
But it's not even lying for her. That's just being.
No.
Well, I mean, no, it's lying for her.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. There you go. End
But-
of sentence. Thank you. Next question.
But
You could have easily been like, well, the one time I've been to her house, it was gross, and so now I just link that.
It sounds like that's what he said.
no, that's basically what he said. Yes.
No, because you're implying that it was just the one time.
It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100.
I think that's what he said. Is I went to her house.
Yeah,
and
he
it
only
was
went
nasty.
one time. Yeah.
Well,
It's not like he slept
get that
over.
from that.
What are you talking about? He said,
Verbatim
He
what he said.
No, he said her house was dirty.
he said her bathroom was dirty. He said her kitchen
Yeah,
was.
but if you imply like it was just one time that her house was dirty, it makes it less of a blow.
So what? He fucks her all the time and goes over there every day and says, "By
I
the
don't
way,
think it makes it less of a blow.
he look."
If it's
I,
one,
Nasty ass house.
I still wouldn't need it. I'm just saying maybe.
if it's 1 or
I don't-
100,
I would if this went to HR and this became in front of council. Like he's not in the wrong.
mind you, Susie's food was the fan favorites at work
because
before.
I want to see her defend herself.
Because it has a collection of spices.
I want to see her defend herself and be like, well, yeah, my house is dirty, but I keep a clean kitchen and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so all he did was give his opinion. He stopped eating it. People took it too far. That's not his fault. He didn't go around posting letters saying, hey, like she's nasty as shit, don't eat her food and stuff. So that's not on him. As someone who has cats, I think he's right.
Just saying,
Your
cats are gross. Cats are gross. I told you the only two
we
type
have
of cats.
and we don't put them in the food when we make them.
You never know. You turn around 1 second, paw right inside, and then they just keep walking on.
Yeah.
And that cat is always upstairs in the bedroom,
Exactly.
away from the kitchen.
Exactly.
Because he's already urinated in it when
Exactly.
you weren't looking.
But I peed in it.
You think that's pickle juice you're drinking?
I peed in it.
God, Brian.
God damn it, I have to watch that again.
I got a whole bunch more, but we are an hour and 30 minutes into this thing. So
Let it ride.
Let's one more or,
Well, I say
or-
one
yeah,
more.
one more.
One
Say
more.
one more, and we'll save the rest. For
That was a
another
long
day.
one.
Yeah, we got. I mean, I kind of picked ones that were discussion oriented. So
Nah, that's what you gotta do.
when they
gross.
try either do the one about the daughter.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Am I the
No, do the one about the spaceship.
Asshole.
No, because what I thought he was gonna. I thought he saw it.
Asshole.
I was gonna say fold.
Assfold.
Asshole.
Am I the asshole for bringing my daughter tampons to school?
Needs
Say that
better
one more time.
context.
In the exact same.
What?
Say that again.
Am I the asshole for bringing my daughter tampons to school?
I feel like I'm missing an S somewhere. My daughter's tampons to school? Or my
Yeah.
daughter tampons?
My
Her name is tampons?
no, her name isn't. My
He brought
daughter's
his daughter.
Thank you.
apostrophe S
That's what I was missing.
for ownership.
Wow.
Tampons
Okay, well,
as
now I need
in
a story because
more than one.
I'm here to pick you up. Tampon,
So here's the
tampon,
story.
tampon.
My daughter got her first period.
Tampon gun.
My daughter got her first period at school. This is for
No, he's not in it.
let me preface this. This is 3 fatherless men talking about this situation because yeah,
I have a dad.
I mean, excuse me, childless.
I was like, wait, what are you guys talking about?
Childless.
I have a father.
Childless.
I knew what you meant.
I was going the other way.
Because I've met his dad. Steven!
Yes. We've all met his dad. Yes. Yes. Okay. Anyway.
Honest to God, my mom called me just a second ago.
She knew.
She knew.
She knew.
Steven!
Your dad's trying to get a hold of you.
So my daughter got her first period at school on Friday. By the way, I've said this.
Every time I've heard your name,
I've said this a billion times. If I ever have a daughter, we're throwing a first period party, and it's going to be amazing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say bloodbath.
Red velvet cake, red balloons. We're doing the whole
99
nine.
lift balloons.
'Cause I want her to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of you. So we're gonna celebrate it because you're gonna go through some pain for the rest of your life.
I'm looking at it from a different
You're
side.
celebrating her pain.
No, I'm gonna make her comfortable. That's why I gotta have a wife with a sense of humor. She has to be in on it.
So are you going to have like a white couch and stuff and like put red towels on it or something? Or
That'll be a part of the game when the friends come over and stuff like that.
This is a terrible idea. I would never in my life do this.
Anyway, I'm the father, and she typically is more comfortable with the mother. That's fine about these things. So on Friday, she calls my wife in tears and in distress. My wife and I both work, and due to the nature of our jobs, I am more at liberty to step out of the office. So my wife called me and asked me to bring my daughter some tampons. I went to the pharmacy. I picked up some tampons. I drove them over to her at school. She was in class with about 40 minutes left, and I had to get back to work. So I knocked on the door, and the teacher said to come into the classroom. I'm familiar with the teacher, so there was no issue. I just said I had something to drop off to my daughter. I handed her the tampons on the slide, like the prison.
So, on the down low?
Yeah, exactly.
You in there? You in there, man? You in there?
In a plastic bag. Herein lies the issue. Apparently, the plastic bag was somewhat see-through, and my daughter was mortified. My daughter confronted me that night saying that it was the most embarrassing thing in the world having her dad hand her tampons in the middle of class.
Of course it is. She's on her period. She's overreacting.
Wow.
Good
Wow.
Lord.
Good Lord.
You are correct.
My wife, who was not on
My
her period at the
wife.
time, agreed with her.
Obviously on her period and lying about it.
Wow. You're terrible. I
But the
explained.
ovaries and overreacting.
That's terrible.
You're getting canceled next
You're
year.
terrible. He's already.
Good
He's like, I'm
Lord.
already
Too
canceled.
soon. Too soon. We don't do this till December of 2020.
He's like, I'm Ricky Gervais in this whole thing. I don't care.
Fuck.
So,
We didn't talk about that.
I explained to her that I had to enter the classroom since I couldn't just wait outside for 40 minutes.
She want him to do just like
Hold on. And then I didn't realize the plastic bag was transparent. Also, I didn't consider that it would be embarrassing anyway. I just felt like it was a normal bodily function and nothing to be super embarrassed about. Hence why I'm throwing the party for her.
disgusting.
I'm just saying.
You're disgusting.
Red velvet cake.
That's terrible.
You're not invited then if you
You're
think
gonna
it's
eat
disgusting.
red velvet cake
Yeah.
at your that's disgusting.
Yes.
Because you're gonna have some perv just going.
This is
clearly.
Get the fuck out of my house.
And you know it's Jerry.
Clearly, it's not good. I'm not going to invite any grown adults to this weird thing.
You're gonna bring kids over? But what are we celebrating?
Friends.
Red Wednesday.
Her friends.
Jesus,
I
calm down,
hope it's
Epstein.
I hope it's a Wednesday.
This is called Ash Friday.
Anyway, I apologize to my daughter for embarrassing her, but she would have none of it. She was terrified to go to school today. I understand my daughter's being upset, but even my wife seems to have zero appreciation that I took an hour out of my work to bring her tampons.
Sounds like a dude.
To bring tampons to my daughter.
He's a bra.
Instead, he truly is. Instead, I'm receiving all this anger to blame. Am I the assfold?
Honestly, 100% probably what I would have done. Like, I don't know what to do. I gotta fucking go.
He didn't slingshot him through the window at
That's
her
what
while
I'm
she's
saying.
sitting in class.
I mean, I
He
guess.
tried the prison slide. Hey,
And the first time doing it, no, you're not gonna be like precognitive
here's
about it
the-
and be like, maybe I should wrap it up. Maybe.
Here's the honest way he should have done it, like 100%. He should have knocked on the door, said, "Can I see my daughter for a second?" then have her come to him outside of the class,
Again, but that's
give her the stuff, and then she can go do whatever.
hindsight is 2020.
Why is he afraid of the teacher?
It sounds like
No, he wasn't afraid of the teacher. He said he was nice with the teacher.
No, I'm saying like when teachers like come in, you could just be like, I need it. This is a private bed. I needed to come. You could have spoke up.
It sounds
No,
like
he
he was
said
in
he
a
went
hurry to go back to work.
Yeah, it sounds like he was in a hurry to go back
so
to
he's
work.
like, hey, this is for her. Have a good day. Merry Christmas. Gets out. Not thinking about he's not thinking about the bag. He's not thinking about the thing. He's like, I gotta fucking get back to work.
Yeah.
It's been an hour already.
Here's my suggestion.
Can you imagine him at the aisle going like, what the fuck am I supposed to get for her? Like, I don't.
Here's my suggestion for when Aaron does this to
Don't
his
do it next
child.
time. Baby, you leave work.
Aaron, you dress up as a tampon superhero.
That's
Right?
even more
You dress
terrifying.
You dress up as a tampon
As a
shop.
tampon man.
Hey, I got a gift for my daughter
You
real
run
quick.
in that classroom and start throwing tampons at everybody. Nobody
So
knows.
spread the love, is that what
Nobody
you're
knows
saying?
whose father you are because you're wearing a mask.
That she can get pregnant.
You're throwing
She can get
tampons
pregnant.
everywhere. You make sure she gets them especially, right? Because you just toss them. But you're throwing them at everybody, so nobody knows who
Yeah,
this.
and then when the
mysterious
cops show
man-
up-
Exactly. And
and then you
arrest
get the fuck out of there.
And you get arrested.
So what are you?
Jeez.
I'm tampon man.
Tampon man.
Sit down. Take a seat. Take a seat right there.
So let's get your real name first, all right?
Chris
Let's
Hansen.
get your real name. Yeah. He
So
he
be
should
like the flow.
Hey, it's-
I got to go.
What is she?
Yeah.
I don't know how old she is. Anywhere from 10 to 15. I
being
don't know.
from
but,
somebody.
but it's not gonna matter.
because I was living with my niece when all that crap
I
was
don't wanna
going
hear the
down.
story.
And it's an emotional time for them.
I don't
I
wanna
understand
hear
it
the
fully. I fully understand it's an emotional time for them.
Then
it's a
sleep for 6
changing-
years until whatever happens. and
I-
then-
Hey, bears hibernating
then-
every year.
Compound that on the fact that you're in school, right?
Wait, is this high school or is it junior high?
It's around that junior high and high
Okay.
school. It
Yeah, 'cause
depends.
she
It's
just
different
got
for a
it,
lot of
right?
people. So compound that with you're in school, which is for some people the most awkward time in their lives, right?
because of puberty.
True.
Exactly. You're going through these changes.
You want to fuck everything.
Everything it goes from something that could be a little like, oh, I'm upset for you for doing it this way, to you have ruined my life.
But
like
that's
it's over now
That's
for
what
me.
teenhood is
Right,
where
yeah.
everything's the end of time.
Yeah, exactly.
So the fact that this adult is, am I the asshole? Does this matter? Dude, you're going to wake up in 3 days and she's not going to give a shit anymore. So it's like,
I don't know. Some kids might carry
what do you do? Your daughter's the
Well, I
asshole?
can
like,
tell you right
No,
now.
I didn't say she was. No.
Aaron's
definitely not.
daughter's
it
not
says,
gonna
am I
forgive
the
him.
asshole? So it means somebody's the asshole in this story.
Hey, I'm gonna teach her.
Is the wife the
Don't-
asshole?
don't get
Because if the
even.
wife supported
She's
him,
gonna take the daughter's side. That's fine. I understand that too. Of course, she's gonna take the daughter's side. Why wouldn't she take the daughter's
she's
side?
sleeping in the dungeon.
I got
right
it.
Then that's
I know why he's the asshole. He got a plastic bag instead of paper. For one, ruining the environment with
Wow,
plastic bags.
you're terrible.
That's why he's the asshole. Paper bag would have concealed it.
They don't look like you're just giving her.
what kind of crazy
sack
person
lunch.
gets a paper bag for
It looks like a sack lunch. Oh,
No, you don't
got-
just. You don't buy
got
them
there?
in the singles. What are you doing? Buy a full package of
it's a
them.
full package. She probably got a box.
Who's buying a single of them? That will make it even
I
more.
Meant, I meant one box. It's not a,
Oh,
it's not a
okay.
ton of.
You made it seem like it was a single.
I've worked at a grocery store. If
Okay,
somebody came
alright.
through with one box of
I
and
just
said,
want
I want a
one.
paper
He
bag.
only had his
One.
Costco card to shop for. and
If
buy
somebody
bulk.
He showed
can I
up
get
with
a,
a
can I get a
pallet-
paper bag?
A pallet of
and I'm holding this
tampons.
giant ass paper bag for a fucking here you go.
No, he should have called her out. He'd have been like,
Well, his problem was
I need
he
to talk to
didn't
my
go to
daughter.
he didn't buy it at the pharmacy because if he went to the pharmacy he would have got the little paper bag.
Yeah, because
they
they're
don't
more
have plastic
discreet.
bags sitting
Yeah,
over
they're
there.
discreet with their stuff. They
Paper
don't want you
bags
to.
everywhere. You can get paper bags.
No, plastic bags. Same.
They would have had paper lunch bags.
They would have initially.
At the front,
yeah,
when you go up there, they have 800 kinds of bags, and when you say, "I want a bag," there you go.
Yeah. At pharmacies, it's either the white.
And he didn't know what
paper bag
He didn't know
or-
if she was going to be on lunch. He didn't know if she was going to be at whatever. So he just shows up with a fucking bag and says, "Here you go, bitch. You're welcome. I'm dad of
Hope
the
he didn't say it that
I'm dad
crass.
of the year."
Jeez.
Yeah, she called her cell phone.
Maybe she didn't have one.
What teenager doesn't have a damn cell
Right.
phone?
It's what is it from like 10 to 15? You have the I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
We didn't get a specific age, and I'm not in the mood to guess. So it's
Said we don't know anything about anatomy, and I'm not in the
said
mood to
they're
learn
anywhere
now.
from 5 to 30, and you don't know that they know they're
I
in
vote
school.
tampon man. Should have been tampon man.
That's
Nah, she wouldn't have been embarrassed if she had a party. I'm just saying.
what the fuck.
So she knows
I
that
would've been
everything's all right.
You would be telling me
gonna be
this
embarrassed
the
for
following
you.
Monday.
This is all
You'd be like,
right.
hey, Adam.
It's
Dad-
not like I'm posting social media
Dad-
pictures.
because you would be arrested. You'd be hosting the Block's Red Party. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Her and her girlfriends.
Have you seen Patch Adams?
No.
Oh my God, you haven't seen Patch Adams.
Her-
You've seen Patch Adams. You piece of shit.
Yeah, Aaron, you piece of shit.
Real quick, he goes to medical school, and he's in charge of throwing the what's the maternity
That's
ward?
where he cures the kids with cancer with laughter, right?
Didn't cure them, but he's in charge of hosting the maternity wards, doctors, whatever the fucking whoever delivers children, and he puts 2 giant legs outside of a door, and it looks like the door is obviously the Vashish. And the doctors get off the bus, and this is like 1950s, and they get off the bus, and all they see is 2 women's legs bent up and stuff. And he says, "Come on, but mind the floor; it's a little slippery and stuff like that. Like that's gonna be your party, you nasty."
Huffington Post, reputable source, correct? Right?
I would say
yeah.
They're all right. Okay,
They're a post.
They're a source.
They're a source. They have an article called "Period Parties: Smashing the Stigma of Menstruation." Boom! It's a thing. It happens.
Isn't that a right-wing thing? So a bunch of old white men.
I don't. Let's not put a political thingy on this. Let's just.
It's the Huffington Post.
Here's the thing.
Again,
So
I didn't know we were
Fox
doing this
News did
podcast
it?
with old
I'm
Jeffrey
just
Epstein.
saying.
over here.
First of all, I'm just saying. No, you guys are over sexualizing it. Like it's some. No, I'm
So
not doing
first
that.
off, I already have issues with chickenpox parties. Like that's already weird as it is. Let's infect my kid to save his life. That's,
You're saving the life, right?
But
How to save a
hey,
life.
my 12-year-old daughter's on her period. Let's get all our other 12-year-old friends to come over and celebrate their.
Just the ladies. So
It's called a bar mitzvah, and they can do that on their own goddamn time. All
A
right.
ball mitzvah?
I'm just saying.
Celebrating the
After this episode, I will show you the people that have
I
actually
don't
done it
want
for
to
their
see your weird
for
fetish
their
sites.
for their.
I'll get
for
her
their
a pint of
daughters.
ice cream, and she can watch fucking what's that movie called? Notebook, and that's her celebration
Notebook's a terrible movie. Terrible movie.
for a girl going through like
Terrible movie.
reverse menopause. I mean,
Nah,
that's-
terrible movie.
I imagine when she starts going through this, she doesn't know anything about quality movies.
And so when she goes through this, she probably won't know too much about it anyway, right? So this is kind of an educational party as opposed to just, hey, but it's
on an all serious
You're
note,
gonna be
this
the weird
party would be
dad.
for you to be like, all right, cool dad over here having
get a
red velvet cake,
pinata
cranberry juice for
that's
the drinks,
filled with cranberry.
filled with
with
condoms
red
because
jelly.
Nah, we're not doing all that. Daughter will be in a burlap sack.
you're celebrating her sexuality, so I don't know why
Yeah,
that would
it's
be.
her becoming a
We're
woman.
celebrating the fact that
Her
she's
sex-
not pregnant this time around.
You're
That's
celebrating
when
her.
she goes into the
You're
basement.
celebrating the
and
fact
she
that she
stays
can
there
now be
until
pregnant.
she's 40.
You're celebrating the
and
fact
she-
that she can now be pregnant. That's disgusting.
I'll make up a full story.
Send
I'm
her-
a writer. I'll make up a full story about it. She won't know exactly what it is.
What did
Be
T.I.
fairies or something.
Didn't T.I. just get in trouble for doing something
My daughter's.
Did he? I think you probably did. Somebody did. I know what you're talking
T.I.
about.
No, T.I. said
Yeah.
something about his daughter's period.
No, her hymen was intact.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he would
what
always
doing.
ask the doctor or something like that.
She would go to the gyno,
some-
and he'd ask the doctor, "Is her
I'm not going to
hymen
be that
still
type
intact?"
of father.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not going to be that. I don't even want to know. Don't tell me no.
I would never talk to another human being, let alone a
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
gynecologist.
yeah.
The hymen still good?
If I was the doctor, I'd be like, the hell?
I'd be like, what?
What? I understand you're
Especially since she
the
was
father.
like she was like 18 or some shit like that, wasn't she, or some shit?
I have no. We're not getting into this anyway. That was about
You
it.
brought it up.
everybody.
The guy who wants to throw period parties.
Hey, it's a fun gag. I say go for it. So anyway,
Aaron's the asshole. That's what we found.
I'm
out.
sorry, but you tell me this, I'm calling the cops on you. You know what? And I will really fucking do it too. They're gonna knock on your door. Hey, so we're told some pedophiles live in this house here. Like,
there's no pedophile that lives there. Like
It's
I said,
you
hold on.
and like 13
Hold on.
middle school kids
it's gonna be
celebrating
there's
periods.
several situations, but it's either gonna be you, your daughter, and all her friends. Disgusting.
my wife is just gone.
It's gonna be,
I imagine she died giving birth
does
to
it
the
matter?
Oh my God.
or it's you and all the dads
You
or all
can't
the
have
moms.
an
No,
or
no, no.
whatever.
Like I said, no.
Because if your wife lets you do this,
she's amazing.
she's an asshole.
She's
She's
leaving you.
amazing.
She's leaving you before the party.
She's
She
amazing.
died in childbirth.
And you answer the
That's
door
the
wearing,
only
like-
way he gets away with this.
You answer the door wearing like just that one barbecue fucking thing, like nothing else.
The apron?
Just the apron.
Horrible.
Thank you, barbecue thing.
You guys
And it just
are-
says best dad, and you say, "Hey guys, yeah, come on in. Yeah, we're having a party." And you're cooking like the reddest steaks in the fucking world.
First of all, well done.
That's,
Gross.
No way. Anyway, you guys have ruined it. You've ruined it.
I will show up in a police officer.
You
I'll
win.
say, "Girls, there's a bus outside waiting to take you to your homes."
Terrible.
So sorry. I knew this was gonna happen 10 years ago, but
The comedian Bert Kreischer,
Yes.
the machine,
Yeah.
threw
There
his
you go.
daughter a period party. Boom. So I wasn't the first one to even think about
He
it.
said that?
There's a full interview with him doing
I
it.
believe that he said that.
All
Because
right.
he's a comedian that gets...
He also took pictures. So there you go.
Okay, that's even fucking worse.
All right. So there you go. Boom. It's making them comfortable with this situation that's probably going to be terrible
Aaron,
for a long time.
You're making them comfortable by making them uncomfortable.
So your daughter gets hot and she gets all bothered by you bringing tampons to school, but you throw an entire party to, hey, she's bleeding, guys. She's
I'm
bleeding.
not going to parade it around the neighborhood.
That's what it is.
No, it's not. Who said I was doing it out in the backyard with a big banner and a freaking flying plane and everything?
He already
like that?
planned it.
You did.
He's like, I have the drum line.
I'm
in the
confused.
back.
I've got a couple of things I got to cancel now.
Is it just for the family or is it for her friends and
for the
stuff?
family? And then, like I said, if she wants to,
Either way, it's terrible.
if
That
she
girl
wants
is going to
to-
be scarred for life.
she will be fine and
I don't know,
dandy.
I wish I can get Lucy down here. There's no way there's no way she'd be okay with this.
That's horrible.
Open your minds, people.
I don't know. It's such a thing.
Open your
in
mind.
my
No,
mind,
I don't want to open my mind to a child's.
in my mind, I have 3 sisters,
First
and
time.
I would think that would be something they would want to be completely private, not something they want to parade around for anybody, let alone their dad.
Well, then this is the family affair then. Just
If it was all women, fine. Your ass is there. It's weird.
I can bounce.
Then you're not throwing it.
No, you can throw a party and then not be there.
That's the dumbest thing I've
That
ever heard
is
in my
pretty
life.
Stupid.
How could
I
what?
don't understand.
All right,
I
y'all,
plan everything
have
for
a bomb
her.
ass time. I gotta go to bed. I got work tomorrow. Like,
No. Look, I plan everything. Mom and daughter, they get down with whatever the festivities. I can be out. I'll be with you guys
why
some
wouldn't
for the
your
night.
wife just
I'm
do
not
it? then?
hanging out with you.
I'm just saying.
Why would your wife?
Weirdo.
Is that-
And-
if you
Why
were
wouldn't my wife
we
what?
would go out golfing, and you'd be like,
Again,
"Yeah, man,
his wife's dead in this scenario.
You're terrible.
Take a swig." Yeah, the girls are having a red party right now.
Yeah.
You piece of shit! I can't believe you. Yeah, I planned it. Planned everything down to the T. I'm recording everything right now because I
No,
can't be there.
never said I was recording everything. You think I'm live streaming that? You pervert.
Said
No.
So I'm
That's
calling
how
the police
that's
on
how
you.
I imagine it going down.
But why would
My wife goes up to like, you know
Again.
what? This is
Again.
this is
If a
ladies.
mom-
Your wife is gone.
if a mom threw this, I'd be okay. I can get that.
Oh, but the
But
dad
your
can't.
dusty ass. Yeah, that's
Okay.
terrible.
So in the scenario, and you're terrible for this way. If there was no mother in the scenario, it's just screw it. The dad just cannot do anything for his daughter.
So you
Again,
equate
remember-
having a red
remember-
party to
Remember you
being
said
not doing
you'll
anything
buy her
for their daughter.
You'll have her watch The Notebook. You'll buy her a pint
That's
of ice
him.
cream.
That's him.
Oh.
Who said that? I would
Oh.
not have my daughter.
Anyway,
watch the
okay,
Notebook.
Adam. I get you guys confused all the time. You're both ugly.
Terrible. Well, I wouldn't date you either. How about that?
Thank God, because in that scenario, I would die. Because
No,
clearly,
you just be quiet for 5 minutes and walk the fuck out.
I forgot what I was saying. I'm done.
That's how you win.
I'm done with this conversation.
That's how you
I'm
win.
done.
I don't. What's the point of you throwing the party then if you're not going to be there? Just be like, yeah, I want my daughter to have a real good bleed. I'm terrible.
Yes.
She just wants to get over with it and move on to the.
And then, of course, you feel it out. You make sure your daughter isn't one of those, like, I don't want that dad. But if she's a daughter that has a sense of humor, and if she's my daughter, she better have a damn sense of humor. Then, yeah, she'll get it.
Aaron, I don't care if
it.
you guys have the best relationship in the world. I'm calling the police and showing up with them right behind you. That's him.
I will.
That's him, Ossifer.
I will have her and my wife answer the door, eating the
Red
cake.
velvet cake.
Red velvet
With
cake.
her locked up, you nasties.
Now you're going to jail for having a corpse. Just open the door.
That's horrible, people. That's horrible. Don't talk about my future family. Don't you dare talk about my future family.
Can't wait till I meet this woman. So let me tell you, you guys, what have you been dating Aaron for
I
about a
can
week?
I can see that at like the wedding thing.
No.
He stands up. Let me tell you how this is gonna
No,
go
fuck
down,
that.
everybody.
Week 2. Week 2, you guys have been dating. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, I'm Adam. So by the way, he wants to throw your future daughter, and she's gone. She's straight gone. There's no way she's going like, yeah, I'd do that.
If she does, what is your rebuttal?
You're both going to jail.
And hell, you sick sons of bitches.
Anyway, we need to wrap this up. We're almost freaking 2 hours into the stupid thing.
Well, hopefully
so,
your future son-in-law does.
I mean, hey, he'll be more comfortable.
You're terrible. Terrible human being.
He'll be
Send her to
comfortable.
the nunnery.
Told you a lot. Burlap sack until she's 40. So anyway,
Throw a red party. I'm fucking done with it.
From Scrubs, he's like, don't you tell my daughter she has a vagina.
yeah. just like turkey. Did you tell my daughter she has a vagina? All right. Anyway, so that's it. We kind of are done with Reddit.
Hopefully you guys like this
Hope you
segment.
like it. Yeah.
Reddit too. That's what he's gonna call his party.
Oh God.
You're horrible. Anyway, let's wrap it up. So for the internationally known Steven Gutierrez, Adam PC, I am Aaron Carter. I forgot to put the sir in front of that. That's the first time.
Hey.
Wow, that's crazy.
Who are you?
Sir Aaron Carter.
By the
saying
way.
that is enough internet for